Hello, it is time to start the show. And I'm going to get started right after this.
Welcome to the Friday night show, folks. I'm going to bring in my peeps. Ooh, look at that. We got 49ers Ultimate Report, John Jay from Daly City, Bay Area.
What's up?
We got Dub Nation, a.k.a. Danielle, somewhere back east.
I'm from Oakland, California.
You're from Oakland. But yeah, she's from Oakland, which I was actually out there. Well, we drove through Oakland when I was hanging out with Beto, Niner Sickness, and Korey Davis and Bryant. Yep.
So beautiful, isn't it?
There's a lot of good artwork on some walls over there. You know, it's a very well
the
done
laugh
pieces.
is what killed me.
Well, I've spent a lot of time in Oakland, so I get it.
Oh, it's Gammon. Bringing in Gammon. I hate to say it, buddy, but I don't know I don't know the area you live in. I don't typically, you'll say a city, you know, unless it's a big city and a lot of people live there. And there's, makes it hard to find you.
Oh, yeah.
What's going on, buddy? Good to have you.
Good to be here. Just how are you
doing? What's up, Gammon?
Hey, how's it going?
It's nice to meet you.
I can see you got that chain on.
Fast.
Let's see what's on the end of the chain.
Well, I got the Giants. I got the Giants on this one.
Oh, hell yeah.
Greatest baseball team ever.
Yep.
The Dodgers are the devil.
Thank you. Now, when Corona hops in here, remind him that.
Yeah, I did send him the link. I don't know when he'll be in, but
he might be.
Doesn't hop in when he's at Walmart like he did during the trivia stream. That was that was too much. He didn't have earbuds, so he's playing the stream. It's blaring out of the speaker on his phone, and I don't know if any of you guys watched any of the trivia streams. But when you have A, B, C, and D, and when you're taking the D, that's how you say it. I'm taking the D, and he's walking down Walmart aisles. People are looking at him like, "What is going on?" But yeah, it was funny. We're like, "Shout out to the people at Walmart," and it's all coming out of his speaker. It was hilarious. David Cronin's a good guy.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's too bad he likes the Lakers and the Dodgers.
I know, right?
Devil worshiper. How you like the Niners, but you like the whack ass Dodgers?
See, he loves all LA teams, but for whatever the reason, he just likes the Niners.
Well, that when it comes to football, what did LA have? The Rams,
Raiders.
The Rams, who were getting beat up by the Niners in the 90s, when he was growing up. I can't blame him.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It'd be interesting to hear how he became a fan of that trifecta there, because I'm, connecting the dots, making that triangle.
We could ask him when he joins.
Yeah,
we'll definitely ask him.
I think that's a good idea. I'm a Kings fan, so that's why basketball teams. That's the only thing, because I spent some time growing up Sacramento area. So
yeah, Sacramento.
Yeah, but right now I'm just living in Tennessee. So yeah.
Oh, okay. Tennessee Vols. That's actually going to be something that we talk about too.
Well, probably.
So the injury report. Their quarterback 3 is on it. They have Hendon Hooker. You don't know who he is?
I do.
He's Tennessee Vols QB, and in 2022 they led the nation in yards, 525.5 per game.
Yep.
And before his, ACL knee injury, more than likely would have been a first-round pick.
Yep.
But at this point, he fell to the third round, and Detroit decided to take a chance on him. But yeah, he's on the injury. Want to hear his injury?
What's that?
Tooth. Yeah, tooth. It's like,
and then another Vol player who's going to be playing is Juwan Jennings, and I mean seeing him. So you see him making those nice gliding catches like he did last game. I mean he was doing that all the time in Tennessee, and he's also our tallest wide receiver, and our biggest as well. So I was very surprised how late he went in the draft as well. So, but yeah, Juwan Jennings he's the man, and it seems like he's just built unbelievable amount of trust and rapport with Brock Purdy. Because I hear a lot of people thinking, who's going to have the big game, and I'm putting it on Juwan because those were some huge tough catches that he made. So
they were, and having him back, I mean, it didn't seem like he had any rust on him. That running play was a bad call. And I don't know why he dropped to the 7th round. It's kind of weird. He's got good size. Even though he's not the fastest guy, he can still use his body to, get between him and the defensive back and the ball.
Yeah.
And it is kind of strange. When we drafted him, I was like, huh. I didn't even know who he was at that point. I scouted all kinds of – I'm a defensive guy, so that's like my focus when I'm scouting. But I watched all his tape afterwards, and I'm like, how'd this guy fall to the 7th round? But it's like Puka Nacua. How did he fall? What was he, a 5th rounder? How'd he fall?
Exactly. I mean, Juwan Jennings, ran like a 4.7, which then I think that just through his stock just plummeted it for him. But the thing was, I just felt like because that wasn't when the Vols were kind of having a little bit of success, but he was very underrated for his route running. Like at the end of the day, no matter how slow you are, because we see tight ends that run 4.8s and everything else, and they get open. But Juwan, he's got really, really strong hands. He high points the ball better than I honestly think 80% of wide receivers. Because he caught, like anybody who did watch the Volunteers games, he caught that huge Hail Mary and just like a crowd. It was just crowded. And he played in the SEC. So it wasn't like he was just doing this against, weak competition either. So yeah, I mean, if you can't tell, I'm a big JJ fan for sure. Yeah.
And it's kind of sad that he's a free agent next season, none of us are gonna. That's off-season talk, so I'm not ready for that yet.
Yeah, he's gonna be a 15 million year player. So just like if we weren't able to hold on to Kendrick Bourne, I mean, it's gonna suck losing him for sure. But yeah, he's playing way above what he's currently making. That's Purdy is doing the same thing. Hufanga, right? Like all these guys. Definitely, I think Diamador Lenore. So, and that's the reason why you have a good, solid championship team is because all these guys are playing so far above their contracts. But yeah, hurts losing them.
It really does. At this point, we got another someone showing up from the city that's named after him, David Corona.
What's up, guys? How you guys doing?
What's going on, buddy? So we actually have an interesting question. We have an interesting question for you. How do you become, a fan of all your teams? The Dodgers, Lakers.
Yeah, David. Why do you like the wacko Dodgers? Like, come on, boo.
No, I'm just wondering how you became a fan of them.
Because they beat you. They beat you guys. They beat your Giants, and the Giants what?
Okay. That's
oh, David, since you want to go there, understand this, boo boo. Understand it. Yeah, y'all may beat us, But guess what? I guarantee you gonna be sitting in Cancun with us because it don't matter who you hire. Y'all ain't gonna never accomplish another thing ever again.
All
Never.
right, after we get that trophy, and I don't want you to be crying after we get that trophy.
Oh, wow.
David, let me tell you something, boo. Let me tell you something. The wacko Dodgers and the Clippers are the only two organizations that I pray every day that nothing good ever comes to them. Like the Dodgers are trash as ever. Y'all gonna sign
Yeah.
whoever you signed, and y'all ain't gonna win another World Series. Never.
Well, hold on.
All right, we'll see. We'll
The
see.
Clippers still exist though. They're still there.
They're moving.
They
They're
just
moving out.
they yeah.
Go ahead.
All right.
No, they
They're
beat
I
the
have
moving.
two
Lakers. I
people to
hate
bring
them.
in. I have two people to
It's all
bring
right.
in.
We beat you guys. We beat you guys tomorrow.
From back east. We
David, I'm
got
a Warrior fan.
Melissa Rebel. Got
Rebel.
Izzy.
Exactly. The Lakers gonna beat the Warriors on the 27th.
Oh,
You
my
know
God.
what, David? David,
Hold on.
we ain't got no smoke or no beef, okay? But it's just hi, Melissa. Hey, Queen. I'm
Hi.
teaching. I'm trying to
Then we
ask
got
David why he made poor choices in life when it comes to sports teams. And he's deflecting.
we got John LaHoy from the great state of Washington,
Right here from backstage.
and making his appearance. I think this is the first time he's been on my channel.
Hi.
We got Tommy Huxley.
You let Tommy up in
Tommy.
here. You let Tommy up in here. Wow.
Yeah, yeah. I've been on streams with him before. He's all right. I like Tommy.
I love me
But
some Tommy Huxley.
yeah, so I started talking about the game, and the injury report came up, and their QB3 is he might miss the game with a tooth injury. Tooth. I'm kind of now. Keep in mind, folks. I'm a Ronnie Lott fan, big fan. He's one of my favorite 49ers all time. Right. The man cut the tip of his pinky off because he didn't want to miss time.
Hell yeah!
It's like, so when I see a report that a guy's missing because of a tooth, it's like it better be infected to the point where like he's sick or something.
He about to have a heart
maybe
attack,
that's just the
David.
way I am. Ooh, from Stockton, California, we got my guy Bryant Culp.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Brian.
Look at him.
What's up?
Hi, Brian.
He's got his
Brian.
he's
What's
got
up,
his
Brian?
jacket on.
It's the Monopoly
And,
Money Moody stand.
The man
Tommy.
with the best hat. The man with the best 49er hat in the nation.
Oh, boy.
Hey, Brian.
Captain Jason.
What's up, Jason?
My brothers and sisters.
What's up,
Brian?
Captain Jay?
Guess what I just got?
What up, Jason?
What's up, Barry?
What up, Ferry?
There you go.
Brian, guess what I
I'm
got
just
in the
playing
mail?
us a riff.
Did you get a couple cards from Mariah?
Yes. And
Yeah.
guess what was in there?
Probably a couple Fred Warner cards. Maybe a couple Dre Greenlaw. And I
No.
would imagine maybe...
I would
maybe
kill for but no.
What cards?
Actually-
What cards did you get?
I got a Jake Moody card.
Oh wow!
David, if she's asking
I got
me,
it.
we know what
Oh,
card
wow,
it is.
scamming.
I got a
Yeah,
Jake card. I got a Jaya Brown card, which I was really excited for because he's from Jersey.
Dig.
I got a Nick Bosa. I got a bunch of cards
Me
that I
too.
want to show off on my Twitter, but I thought it was appropriate because Bryant's here. And I've been trying like hell to get him a Jake Moody card himself because every time I see Jake Moody is on one of her Twitter giveaways or one of her podcast Twitters, I always tag Bryant and Tony and David because I'm trying to get the family Culp their own Jake Moody. Hasn't happened yet, but I'm still trying.
Hey, if I win one, I'm mailing it to him. I'll tell you that right now.
I want to say Tony won one, but again, she wins all the time, so I get confused sometimes on what she won, but that'd be awesome. You know what's funny is I've been buying cards too, and I got the Raiders kicker. I got the Raiders kicker the other day, and I ended up giving it to my wife's uncle. But it's the Packers kicker's brother, so that's really cool.
Hold
Freaking
on.
Randy.
Tommy, is this true?
Randy is something else.
I like Randy. But yeah, we got
Look
Damian
at Brian. Look at Brian's all bundled up.
Hi,
Heck
Damian.
yeah, I'm sitting out on
Brian-
the porch.
Brian thinks he's out in New Jersey with Izzy.
I'm in Stockton. It gets cold here. We get that Delta breeze that comes in, and yeah.
Yeah, we got Damian Lee. He actually has the link if he wants to join tonight. I don't know if he can make
Your
it.
kiddo. Damien, how about them cow tricks?
Donald Johnson. Yeah, the poor guy
I've never
that's
met
been-
anyone who
been
hates the Cowboys more than him.
This is fact. This is fact.
He rooted for the Rams once. I think that was 2022. He's like, I'm rooting for the Rams, or the LA Scams, as they call them.
Oh no.
Damn,
Kirk
Damien, you
Ass.
can't root for your
All right.
division rival? Come on.
We got coming in. We got CarCast. We got us a full house tonight, folks.
Here's my card.
What up,
Here's my
Parker?
cards.
What's up, man?
What's
up?
I got a Fred Warner,
hanging up here.
and I got a Aaron
David,
Bates.
how many of those cards do you got?
I got hold on.
One of them is actually my daughter's softball card, and a few of them are from John Jay. He sent them to me.
So I got a Fred Warner.
Corona, I have three new envelopes from Mariah. I have
39.
no idea where I'm gonna put them, but
I got 39 cards.
I definitely
up right now.
gotta take pictures of them and post them online because I love them.
So I got a Nick Bosa.
Hmm.
I got a Brian Ayuk,
Ooh.
and I got a Aaron Banks autograph.
Well, you got Fred Warner, David.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah, there's two Fred Warners up there.
You got
Right
Fred.
here.
Oh, he's
Right here.
I just want a
Right
Fred.
I actually have like 4 George Kittles up in that mix. There's a couple old school players too.
I have
You know,
a
like
ton
Dexter
of-
Carter from
Ooh.
way back in the day.
And I got a
You got
old
a
school.
Merc Hank?
Flagon. I don't know if anyone even remembers him, but he was an
I got an
offensive
old school Barry Sanders card.
You got Barry
nice.
Sanders.
Okay,
Yeah.
Nice.
I got
He
one
was
that
on-
I got two. I think that just came in. I'm not sure about the
Joe-
one. I'm not sure about the other. I think I just won a Joe Montana card that just came in. I
Oh,
have,
hell yeah, I'll take that.
Autographed rookie.
and then I just won
Montana.
a John Taylor card.
I just won a Nick Bosa player of the year, I think, or
You won-
rookie
you
of the
won-
year. And then I won the Nick Fred Warner beating up the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I'll tell you guys, I
yes.
got my,
So you're the opposite
my
of
Joe
me,
Montana
Corona.
rookie side.
So I get
Now,
those.
hold on. Carcass, is that a helmet or is that your hair? That's your hair, ain't it? Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's my hair. Yeah,
The famous hair.
yeah.
Hey,
Damn, he
David.
got that 70s do.
David, all I want for my birthday, which is February 1st, all I need you to do is tell the Niners to give me a Super Bowl for my birthday. That's it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's
Hell
all
yeah.
I want.
You
I got
know,
nine-
that's all
I won-
want for my birthday too, and you ain't gonna believe what day it's on.
When's your
February
birthday?
1st. February 1st.
February 1st.
Ah, see, the greatest signs. Aquariuses are the greatest signs ever. Better
That's
So,
than
my,
every other sign.
my sign.
So
March
Hey, I
5th.
got a
Go
question.
ahead.
If
Ron, what
everything
you
goes
saying?
right,
Tommy's playing a riff.
Well, I'm
yeah.
fucking around.
Keep playing, Tommy. Keep playing.
So,
But
so
yeah, we
McDiner.
got the injury report. One of their starting guards, Jackson, out.
Ooh, that's big.
Like their wide receiver 4 is out. That's nothing to be afraid of. They're
Wait.
starting center.
Josh Reynolds? Josh Reynolds is out?
That's not their
No,
wide
the guy from the Lions.
Raymond. But,
Josh Reynolds
Who?
is playing.
but
Josh Reynolds is playing.
The center. Oh, go ahead.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. So the center for the Lions, he's playing, and
He's banged up, though.
Listed. It has
Two
I
him
injuries.
didn't
listed
finish the game.
He dominated
ankle,
Vita Vea
ankle,
with a knee
toe,
injury.
knee, and back. It's like
Damn.
he might as well just be hanging out in the blue tent.
Hi,
You know
Tony.
what?
You better get
Yeah.
do some gabapentin. He'll be all right. Give him some gabapentin.
Nah, I give him some Marcos. I give him some Marcos.
Give him a cortisone shot, like 4 of them. You know,
There you go,
he'll be all
David.
right.
There you go.
Hey, I got a question. So if everything was to go right and we win the Super Bowl, what day ideally would the parade be? Would it be on like a Tuesday?
So far, every parade. Oh, go ahead, David. Sorry.
It's been so long. I honestly, have no idea.
I'd imagine they'd give everybody like Monday off, and then it would be like Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah, for sure. Tuesday or Wednesday.
I just need to know when to fly down because I gotta time out my flight from Seattle.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out too. Because if it happens, I'm gonna be there. I believe it would be on Market Street. I believe it would be Market Street in San Francisco.
So who
in Santa Clara?
You think it'll be
So
in
who
Santa
you-
Clara?
No, I don't see why it would be.
No.
It's going to be in San Francisco. It's going to be where they used to hold the parades from the Gold Rush days. So, I'd imagine
So who you guys-
Market Street.
So who you guys want to
We're
play?
getting ahead
You guys
of
want?
ourselves. We're getting ahead of
Who you
ourselves.
guys? I know. Who you guys want to play in the Super Bowl though? Chiefs or the Ravens?
Now, this is something we're not going to talk about again because we got the Lions in front of us.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. My bad, McMahon.
Rona, you know what
That's
mine
my
is.
only concern right now. Once we make it there, then whoever we're playing is whoever we're playing. But we got to make it there first, right?
Don't they play
Exactly.
first?
No, we
Don't
play second. We play second.
No, I meant the AFC game is first.
Yeah, that's first. So I got $90 on this game, and $90 last week. Yep.
Damn, what the hell, Dave?
You know how I do it. I hustle. My 49ers hustle me. Get that money. Get that dollar.
He's made some good money off the Niners this year. So
Oh hell yeah.
But yeah, shouting out
I
the
made
chat.
a lot
We
of
got
money
Brian's
off the Niners
wife,
this year.
Tony.
All right.
If y'all haven't subscribed, you need to subscribe and check out Ladies of the Niners.
What's up, Mr. Cole?
Hi,
We got
Tony.
John.
That's
Hey,
right.
John LaJoy. He's actually in the panel, folks. He's got a channel too. Go check him out. Donald Johnson.
Yeah,
What's
me and
going
John, we need to get together and do like a live show somewhere from up here in the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah.
We're gonna work
How,
on that.
Yeah.
Northwest Niners. There's your name. Northwest Niners. You
Yeah.
can.
Oh, McNiner got joke.
We should go do a show right in front of like Lumen Field.
Yes.
Oh.
Do it. Do it.
What field is that?
That's the
Seahawks.
Seattle Seahawks Stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got Crazy Juice in the chat. He's always up in here. Randy.
What's up, Crazy Juice? What's up, Randy?
Yes,
For you,
yes, I
Another
believe he is
Lakers,
there.
Dodger fan.
Randy.
for you Northwest fans, have you guys ever been to one of the Niner Rush podcast get-togethers
Yes, I've
thrown
been
by
pretty
John
much-
Chapman?
I've been to like all of
Not
them up
me
here.
yet.
Because those
Yeah.
those are, like must see, and then John always goes like hard for the Seattle meetups, and the last couple ones have been up on Thursdays. For some reason, they've been like back-to-back Thursday ones. So I think the last two have been free of charge because they've been Thursdays and they do like big meetups where we have like Breezy and all like the big.
So there
time
was
people.
2 this year. There was the one that was Wednesday night, and that was kind of free to get in up at the sports book, which is basically like a block or so from Lewin Field. Basically, that one wasn't so big, but there was quite a few people there. That's the one where I met up with John, Johnny Liddell, Josh Putnam, but I've known Josh Putnam for a while. We just sat there, like I sat there and talked with those 3 guys for about an hour or so, won the BA jersey. And then he did his Thanksgiving dinner, which I want to say I paid like $80 for $80 per person. There was like 3 of us that got in. But it was basically a full Thanksgiving dinner with free drinks.
Oh, hell yeah.
If you ever have a chance to go to the 49ers Rush get-togethers, I suggest you guys go because that shit is a damn good time.
Yeah, definitely try to go. I don't know what's going to be happening because I was listening to the show the other day, and he said something about the 49ers reached out to him. So I don't think they're allowed to do it. They're not allowed to do it in the parking lot.
Frisco. Like, he can't do it in Frisco anymore.
They used to do
They
it
have one for the Super Bowl in Vegas already lined up.
Yeah, they used to do it
He
at the
said
Blue
Frisco.
parking lot. Yeah. But they do. They're going to do something in Las Vegas. He's already announced that. I think they're going to rent a bar or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah, like I said, I've been on his channel a few times for the stuff that he does live at the bars and stuff like that. Again, if you have a chance to go. They're always a damn good time.
Oh yeah.
So this playoff game is tearing my anxiety to a new level. Like I am ready for this to hurry up. The last game, I swear I had like 6 asthma attacks. Like I had 6 whole asthma attacks. Like I was like, Matt LaFleur, do what you do best, baby. Please blow the game in the 4th quarter. And bam, what happened? I was like, look at God.
I remember seeing your chat in Twitter.
I was going like this when the kicker was kicking it. I was going like that. Hold up. You know what I mean?
You don't have to do that. He's been missing kicks all year.
He's a rookie kicker. Carlson, I believe he was the third best available kicker in the draft.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
That's what the scouts said. I don't know.
Well, that's because Mason Crosby was finally given the boot, and he was bouncing around from team to team, and then he ended up on the Giants this year. That was a critical thing where Crosby started missing kicks. But then
Who do you think? Oh, go ahead. Sorry. Who do you think's the best kicker right now? Field goal kicker.
Justin Tucker.
Evan McPherson from the Bengals.
Yeah, the Bengals kicker is the best.
No, the one in the Final Four. Who's the best in the Final Four?
Tucker.
On the Final Four? Yeah, Tucker then.
Yeah, Tucker.
Tucker
or the guy from the Chiefs. He's pretty good.
Oh, Bucker? Yeah.
Yeah, Bucker.
Justin Tucker is finally starting to show his age a little bit.
Who's that?
Jake Elliott.
A guy who's gonna choke in the Super Bowl if we play him.
Oh.
I honestly, I just want a ring for my birthday. I've been waiting since I want the fans who's never got to experience it. Like I went to 3 of them, and we had them in the Bay. So the fans who literally never got to experience it, I want them to understand what greatness is. So when David call his people and get it going, we can get a Super Bowl. Like if you gotta cheat. Joe Montana said, "If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying." Right? So
I'm going all out. Whoever wants to bet, especially CEO, if he wants to go 300, I bet him 300. I don't give a shit. I go all out.
Wow. Now, so I that's one thing. We're playing the Lions. I haven't seen Don Burr anywhere. What happened to the guy? It's like
he's hiding.
He was on Rombo. He was on Rombo the other night.
Was he on Raw
You guys,
the other night?
Yeah.
you guys know who? You guys know who the? Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna call in the other night. I think it was Tuesday night. I seen him
Oh,
pop
we just
in.
lost Danielle.
So you guys know who the new Falcons head coach?
Everybody, welcome
Hey,
49
Morris
Media
from-
and Shul.
What's up, Angel? How's it doing, brother?
What up, dude?
Hi, media.
Yo.
So
But anyway, so going over the injury report, the Debo has been cleared to play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I found that out on the way home, and it's like the people the people sitting in the vehicle next to me were looking over me because I said, "Let's go!" all sorts of loud, and I have my window up. And I think
Dallas
they
Special
heard me, 'cause
Cards
they're
has
looking at me
entered the
like,
chat. Dallas Special Cards.
"Oh yeah, that's a little sponge."
Yep.
he's another hater.
He's a Lions fan for this reason.
Is he in the? Oh, he's backstage. Sorry,
He's
sorry,
a-
little sponge. Right now, I got 10, buddy. I can't bring you in right this second. But if you hang out, at some point, I'll be able to.
Yeah, we're having
Not everyone can stay.
we're having a tackling convention for the Eagles.
He deserves that for all the crap he's been saying.
Hey, you know
Yeah.
what? You gotta give it a sponge. He keeps showing up no matter how much shit.
I know. He doesn't care.
Yeah, little sponge.
He's a good
He's our buddy. He's our buddy.
Yeah, he's
It's just too bad he's an Eagles fan, but he's our
I know.
buddy. You know.
Maybe when he starts, yeah.
Hmm?
Hey, it's like I've always said, it's never too late. Who fell out?
I think
Wants to
Brian.
be a Niner fan. Yep.
Brian. Well, he was on his phone, so he's got shout out to Brian's household. I hope y'all are doing good.
Oh yeah.
But speaking of, now we got a spot, so bringing him on.
Thank you, Spongy, for agreeing.
our resident Eagles fan, Spongy.
Go, Lions, go.
Spongy.
Oh, stop.
Big Spongy. Big Spongy.
See, here he goes, little hater.
Big
All right.
Spongy.
You know, he's young. He's still.
Oh,
got time.
I'm talking, all right.
You want to bet? You want to bet? You want to bet?
Yeah, you want to bet?
That's what you say.
I like the fact
Oh, yeah.
background now with Tommy.
You want to bet?
You want to bet? Michael lost 20 yesterday.
Hey, Chrono, you want to hear something funny?
Yeah.
My brother's still talking smack, even though his cheesehead's lost. But you know what? The hilarious part was today he's having a major meltdown because guess who they interviewed for DC?
Who?
Brandon Staley.
Oh, for
Wow.
Actually, he's a good DC, though.
Brand?
He's a good
That guy's
DC. He's just a
trash.
terrible head coach.
Yeah, he's a great DC. Y'all,
exactly.
y'all can laugh at guys who aren't good head coaches.
Just like the dude from the Saints. What's his name?
Oh, yeah, he's trash, too.
Something, Alan.
Dude, he is a great defensive mind. And same with Todd Bowles. They're all great defensive minds. Not really great coaches.
Mike
What about
Singletary.
What about Vic Fangio?
He sucks. He's the reason we lost that first Super Bowl. That clown.
So
The hell out of here.
that is true. The Niners in that Super Bowl did allow a lot of points.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he didn't rotate the defense. They kept the starters in the whole time. That's not how you win.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, you dumb walk, you.
So,
Wow.
he being at work
Yeah,
on his, there was a report he was on the way to
Vic
Philly.
Fangio's
Did he
old
sign with
school.
Philly today?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
What are we saying, David?
Hold on, Jason.
Did Fangio sign with Philly? Because I saw a bunch of stuff where he was supposed to be going to Philly to get signed today.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
My Philly fan, he's like, we don't want that guy because we were already doing his system anyway. It doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
For sure, the Eagles going to go down this year.
right, David. You said that I'm a hater. Look at you.
Yeah, you are a hater.
You want it bad?
You
Also,
want to owe me some 50 push-ups?
also,
You
big
want
fan.
it bad?
Wait,
You want it
You want to
bad?
bet my push-ups? You still owe my
wait.
push-ups?
Fangio really
Grandpa?
is the DC for the Philadelphia Eagles?
Well, that means that the Eagles will finish dead last.
You want it bad? You want it bad?
You want to bet my push-ups?
So that's about it.
You need to get a new offensive coordinator that, I don't know, that running that college offense is so predictable.
Yeah.
Wait,
Supposedly
so
we're going after Cliff Kingsbury.
you guys are telling
Dingleberry?
me
Yeah. He's a good offensive coordinator. Just,
Oh,
I don't know.
you know what? You can have him. You can have him. He fizzles down.
I
the
want him
stretch.
back. I want him back on the fraud Knowles because they were terrible.
wait, so
Now
you're
they got
telling
a
me
good coach.
And supposedly we've interviewed Jim Caldwell and Joe Barry.
What about
for our
Bobby
linebackers
Caldwell?
coach. No, for our linebackers coach.
Jim Caldwell's your linebackers coach?
No, he got interviewed. Him and Joe Barry both got interviewed for the position.
Whoa, okay, so you're telling me that Nick Sirianni barely just held on to his head coaching job because he said he was going to get the coordinators right. He hires Vic Fangio, and now he's interviewing Joe Barry, who just got fired from the Packers because they blamed everything on him.
And Jim
They're
Caldwell from
hiring
1922?
for a linebackers coach.
I
We don't
understand
have one
that,
of those.
Spongy,
I
'cause
thought-
I
I
listen
thought
to you, the stuff you say,
I
but
thought-
I'm just
I thought-
shocked.
I thought the Falcons going to get Bill Belichick.
Spongy, why don't you get your favorite coach, Matt Canada?
Jesus Christ.
Oh, God. Matt Canada, the Bears. I don't care if they have Shane Waldron.
The Bears.
I don't care if they have Shane
The
Waldron.
Bears.
The Bears.
Sorry.
Bad news bears.
You want
The
a
new
man?
Bears.
You want a man?
You want to bet? You want to bet?
Okay.
That's literally you, David.
So
I know.
every season, 2 seasons, they fire their coach. Seems like every season they're firing their coordinators and hiring new ones. How is the team ever supposed to gel and actually learn to work together in the system that they have if they're always changing the system?
Okay, so yes, I
You
did.
see where I'm coming from, right?
Yes, and I saw that post where it said, the last 2 years we've had 7 different coordinators. Okay, but you also got to think about it. 2 of them were hired for higher positions. We can't really do anything about that. We demoted one of them this year. We hired a worse guy, Matt Patricia. I can't explain that. That's just stupid by Nick Sirianni and whoever made that call.
That's why he almost got fired.
Spitting facts. Matters number one.
Hey, Spongy, you want the best linebacker in the game?
You want a bet? You want a bet?
You want the best linebacker in the game?
That's Fred Warner.
Fred Warner, baby.
Actually, so that could be an argument. Fred Warner or Dre Greenlaw. There's an argument.
Greenlaw. Big play.
I go with both. I go with both.
See the best quarterback in the league? Okay.
Nah, he's trashed. Broncos isn't gonna win the Super Bowl.
Fraud.
So
who's that?
Hey, Spongy.
That guy don't look familiar. It's like,
that's
right. That's right. That's because he's not in the playoffs anymore. He got
your quarterback isn't going to be in the playoffs after Sunday.
Huh? What?
Okay, here we go
What's
again.
Spongy?
Oh my gosh.
He's an all-time pro. 2 times. His 2 last years, he been in the playoffs and he won them all.
Hey, Spongy, can I ask you a question? Aren't you afraid now that you don't have Jason Kelsey to bail out Jalen Hurts?
Wow.
He didn't officially retire yet.
Oh, here we go. Not this stain again. Don't do this.
Yeah, he did. He retired already.
Finalist for 60 man alive. I'm ready.
Conversation already. He's retired. He's not coming back.
He's got his money. So wasn't he on the team when they won back in 2017 or whatever?
Yep.
Yeah, with Nick Foles.
Okay, so he has
He wore
his
that
ring.
ridiculous
What
outfit.
reason does he have to come back? He's got his money.
He got his dream matchup against his brother, which he lost. He said he came back one more time because the Four Horsemen wanted to retire together. But then Spongy's team went and rode Jason Kelsey's back the entire freaking year, and now he's tired and broken and exhausted of all the special treatment that he has to do to keep staying healthy. And
his
the guy
body
should
hurt.
retire. Okay,
Yeah,
you
right
had
now-
Some bear
on his back.
chest and
You
jumping
can
into the
push. Let him retire.
Right. Yeah. He might be sick of the Jalen Hurts being right there. It's kind of. But
Put
at the
his
same
cleats on
time,
him.
oh, are you backstage? Where are you?
Let me just explain this, okay? I'm not saying that he should come back. I am not saying that at all, okay? Because it's best for his body. Maybe it's not best for us, but it's best for him. It's best for his family. It's best for his health. I'm fine. He can retire. That is completely fine. But with the reports that have been coming out, I know after the Tampa Bay game, he said that he's done. He said to his teammates that he's retiring. Okay? But he also said on his podcast that he needs a few weeks to think about it.
Usually when someone says that, they don't want like an Adam Schefter to announce their retirement when they're not ready to do it themselves. And so they say they need the time to think over it, so that way they don't make it based on a loss.
You know what?
Or a
You know what
failing
I think he's waiting
season.
for? You know what I think he's waiting for?
What's that, Spongy?
His wife tell him that's okay?
No. Well, his wife wants him to. Well,
And she has already said retire.
yeah. But I think he's waiting for his brother. Because I don't know if you guys have heard it all, but he could also possibly retire. Possibly.
I don't think so.
He hasn't been like his old self all season though. And we're talking Travis Kelce.
But he been extracted though.
If you really think about it, he's had 10 different surgeries on his body in his career. 10 different surgeries.
But he been extracted the whole season, half of the season, because you know who.
I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that.
You were saying the same thing you told me and David and everybody last week about your offensive line. He's retired. He's done. Okay?
John, you're not
He was
looking at
partying
the
at the
reports.
Chiefs game with his shirt off, and who knows
Looking
how
at
cold
the
it was.
reports.
Having the time of his life.
Okay. Go ahead.
I will give you this credit. The last about week, while they've been blasting Brock Purdy, the other big story has been that Jason and Travis Kelce want to go into the Hall of Fame together. And
Exactly.
that doesn't come out of nowhere, but I also think Jason has 3 young daughters, and whether Travis or not, Jalen Hurts doesn't have a safety blanket anymore.
He has, but here's the other thing. We have this guy who is going to be we have this other guy who's going to be our starting center now, if Jason retires. We have Cam Jurgens, who has learned behind Kelsey for 3 years, I believe. I might be wrong about that. It might be 2. Correct me if I'm wrong. But he's been playing right guard and really good at it. He got nominated for an All-Pro, for All-Pro Reserve. I mean, Kelsey, like, really, he said, that's the kid I want to replace me. He said that directly right after they drafted him.
Well, either way, Jason Kelce isn't. I don't think he's under contract this next season because it wasn't he on a 1 year.
Yeah, most of the guys that are older on our team, which is Kelsey, Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham. I know that name always cracks me up.
Smell something? I smell rebuild.
Yeah, okay. So Kelsey, Brandon Graham, Fletcher Cox. Brandon Graham said he wants to run it back for 15 years. He wants to come back for another year. That's what he said. Just reports. All this could change. Guess who else is a free agent? DeAndre Swift.
Brendan Graham's like Brendan Graham. I mean, he's gonna need a walker, isn't he? Like 70 or something.
How long has he been in the league? And I'm shocked.
I got one for him.
He was in his 14th season this season.
Wow.
I'm back.
So he's got to be like mid to late 30s.
Dude,
He said he wants to run it back.
the only Eagles news I'm looking forward to is them cutting James Bradbury. So Spongy, let me know when that happens.
I'm looking forward to that too.
Let me know when that happens. Get back to me.
I heard that we're either okay. Brandon Graham is 35 years old.
Okay.
Yes, 35.
35. That's pretty old for a defensive end, though.
Also,
defensive ends pretty age out. Like
in general.
Yeah.
Let go of Slay. Let go of Slay while you're at it too. He fucking sucks as well.
Supposedly,
He does. He's washed. He sucks.
I know. But here's one thing. I don't think they're gonna release both of them in the same offseason.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying they'll be fine.
I mean, I'd prefer Slay over Bradbury.
Are you serious right now? Damn.
Yeah, I'd prefer Slay over Bradbury. And hey, Slay might even have to retire with that injury he just had. So I don't know how serious the injury is.
So we got Rick Diaz making a good comment though. Is there Kansas City keeps bringing that one lady to see all the time? I don't know her name. She's annoying. I think we should bring us the Beatles.
Hell yeah.
That's hilarious.
The Beatles did play the last event in Candlestick Park.
Yep, they did.
But this offseason is gonna be fun. So all I gotta say. Gonna be fun. Alright, yeah, Jeremiah Trotter Jr. gonna be an Eagle. I've been saying it for months. People haven't been.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, Tommy.
Sorry. My bad.
Bring in the Bee Gees.
My own fans haven't been listening to me. I've been saying it for months.
You know what? Okay, so Taylor Swift, she's at Kansas City games. Has she sung the national anthem?
Please no. Please no.
No, not yet.
I don't think she has.
I
don't think she knows it. I don't think she knows it.
Her music is terrible.
I would have more respect for her if she'd at least do that for the team, though.
So
but
I found out something interesting today. I don't know if it's true, but when whoever's in the Super Bowl, she's going to be in Japan doing a concert.
Thank God.
So she won't be at the game.
Please, thank you. Thank you.
So that means they're gonna lose because she's not there.
So the Lions are gonna win the Super Bowl. It's confirmed.
The what?
There's no blue in the Super Bowl colors.
Oh man.
Oh, Roseanne. Oh, I remember that.
I remember after a game that I was doing the stream, you said that you're never going to pick against the Niners. You are a flip-flopper.
John Ariel.
Hey, it's good luck. It's good luck, okay? Let them do it. It's cool.
Yeah, good luck for the Niners to win.
That's exactly it.
Lions.
Yes, Spongy, we know you can spell.
Okay, all right, okay, Spongy. Let me ask you a question. If the 49ers win, if we beat the Lions, would you be a Lions fan for life? Okay, anyway.
Okay, if the 49ers win, you have to change your profile. Wow.
Jared
Doesn't have
Goff
faith.
better than Jared
Who fell
Goff.
out?
You have zero faith in
Jason.
toilet.
What do I have to change it to?
49er logo.
Cowboys.
Oh wow, that is true.
No,
Spongy. Brock Purdy picture.
it should be Lions.
Oh, okay. I have a good Brad Purdy picture.
Oh, we said Brock Purdy.
Be Brock Purdy.
Oh wait, hold on. I
several shows you
got
hop
a
on
better
with it
picture.
now.
I got a better. You have to put Dre, the man, greenlocked.
I'm gonna put Dom the Man Desandra.
He's so bad.
What? Tucker needs to get that surgery.
No, you gotta put Kyle.
Hey, you got a New York Giants picture. Why not have a 49er picture?
I don't have a New York Giants picture.
Dude, put a Kyler
Yeah,
Murray
you
picture.
do.
You took a massive shit over your defense.
What is my picture right now, David?
Hey,
What is
You
my
got
picture
the
right
you
now?
got that what's that guy's name? The quarterback for the Giants, the second string. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Not only football, Arizona.
Spongy, you should change your picture to Saquon Barkley since they beat you week 18 and broke the streak.
You should change your profile picture to James Bradbury since you like him so much.
Damn,
I hate James Bradbury. Spongy, I hated James Bradbury during the COVID year where he quit on the Giants before he even became an Eagle.
But you've been defending him the last
I have not.
month. Okay,
Damn.
Carcass.
What?
Oh, he's coming after you, Carcass.
Damn.
Wait, Spongy, what you say? Spongy, what you say?
Has anybody realized how
No, Spongy, what you say?
defending
Stop. Spongy, what you say?
He's coming after you.
No, let him talk.
Spongy, you need to calm down, buddy.
Let him
Get
talk.
too heated.
No, Spongy, what you say? I want to hear what he said.
Take a breath.
What do you want, Stella? Leave me alone.
I'll message you, Carcass.
Leave me alone.
Message me. Because apparently Corona said you were taking shots at me, which I don't believe because you haven't taken a single shot at me.
Carcass, he was saying that you were the one defending James Bradbury to him the whole time.
I don't think Spongy said that because every time I bring up James Bradbury, I always shit on that. There's no way I defend
Well, anyway, so I can't change my profile picture of James Bradbury because I don't have a picture of a garbage can.
Yes.
No way, Damien.
Anyway, here's an interesting subject.
Hey, look at Damien posted.
What did he say?
Chip Kelly?
What?
Chip Kelly's interviewing for Seattle?
Is this real?
That cannot be real.
Oh, hell no.
Oh no, they can have Chip Kelly as their OC. Okay, we have first-hand knowledge of how bad of a coach he actually is in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
He's good in college. That's about it.
Yeah, he's good in college, but not NFL. That they can have him. But yeah, Harbaugh to the Chargers though. What is everyone's thoughts with this? We're gonna start with John Jay. Got that badass
John
picture.
Jay.
So first, Spongy favorite player. Anyway, I'm not shocked that he's back in the NFL. He's been trying to get back in the NFL for like the last couple of years. I am shocked he went to the Chargers because I was listening. I've been watching Rich Eisen. He actually they moved this show to the Roku channel, which is a free channel, which is a really good show. And he had a Tom Pelissero because they're talking about the draft, and he says that the Chargers, for whatever the reason, they don't pay a lot of money to their coaches for whatever the reason. That's why they don't get like big time coaches. But probably they're like, hey, let's pay Harbaugh because he is a really good coach. So a little bit shocked that that's the team he went for because if the Chargers don't pay money to their coaches for some reason, I can never understand why they for their entire franchise history, they've been who they are.
Their ownership is cheap.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right, David Corona, what do you think about Jim Harbaugh to the Chargers?
Man, I think he's gonna bring some players in, and make that team AFC West is gonna be wild. Um,
That's the thing.
I think he's gonna bring some players in, and he's gonna do what his brother's doing,
Buddy.
uh, making it to the playoffs, and then hopefully he can get Justin Herbert some players so he could throw it to, and make some good calls, and win more games. I think that year they make the playoffs for sure. So
What the hell is Rick Diaz talking about?
yeah,
I
man, that's what
wonder.
I
I
got.
wonder if he has talk to text to talk on. I'm not sure. But yep.
He's like arguing with himself about Kansas City. No one's talking about Kansas City. Anyway, go ahead.
So are we. So are we. We're all proud. Oh, we got a Culp raid going on.
Nice.
Oh no.
We got Bryant Culp. He's raiding. We got
Culp later.
Kenny 49ers Culp.
What's up, Kenny?
If you haven't
What's
checked
up,
out
Kenny?
their channels, please do.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I got, man.
I shouted her out already, but can't do it enough. Go check out
I
Ladies
think
of
Rick,
the Niners
Rick
on
is
Kenny
arguing with
Culp.
himself. I don't see
Yeah, what's up,
anything
Miss
in
Cole?
the chat. I don't know what he's talking
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, me neither.
He's like arguing with himself.
I'm bringing the chat. I don't know.
But yeah, I mean, all right, Tommy, what do you think about Harbaugh to the Chargers, man? Are they actually going to make him relevant? Is he actually going to make them relevant?
I think they're going to go to the wild card.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's so much talent on that team, and Herbert's a top, 10 quarterback? The defense is pretty good. I don't know. The Austin Eckler, I'm not really a big fan. But he's going to want to do his power running game, which he did, So that could be deadly. And that could make Herbert better. I think they get the wild card.
King Mufasa, what's going on, buddy? Thanks for joining.
Yep.
He says Harbaugh going to pick up Kaepernick.
Yeah, I read that.
I don't think that's.
That'd be crazy if they do.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Nope.
But yeah, it's kind of.
Oh, I was playing, but I turned it off.
I know. I just had to say it.
But yeah, so John LaJoy. I keep saying it. What's your thoughts about Harbaugh going to the Chargers, buddy?
Technically, it's he used to play for the Basie, Michigan, and he used to play for the Chargers too. So it's coming all the way around now. So I think it's a good fit for the Chargers since he does already know the know how it's supposed to be too.
What lady is he talking about?
Taylor Swift.
Better not be talking about Melissa. Don't be talking about Melissa like that.
She's
not boring anyway.
He was talking about he was talking about Taylor Swift earlier.
Oh, okay. If we're talking about I totally.
Melissa, what do you think about Harbaugh to the Chargers?
Melissa point.
I love you too, Tommy. I think it's one of the very few things that Mike Greenberg has gotten right at all this year. I mean, he's been like on this stampede with this storyline all year long. Ever since he gave up on Aaron Rodgers because Aaron Rodgers got hurt in 4 plays. When Jim Harbaugh was going through all the investigations with Michigan that he made his team better than when he found it, and he's always been in love with Justin Herbert. But my question is, who the hell does he bring in as a DC? Because the issue hasn't really been the offense, even though they put up big points and then fall apart. But it's really been their defense, and their defense can't stay healthy. They have all this money and they haven't done anything in that. That's what I really want to know. Are they going to do like clean house? Are they going to get rid of the Joey Bosa's and the Cleo Max and go young? Or so I think one of the better places for him to go, but I still can't wait to see what they actually do with a real head coach because Brandon Staley was.
Okay.
Joey Bosa to the Niners.
Let's go. Just a little sponge,
I don't want
buddy.
that next
Are you there?
team. Hey, Corona. The guy is like freaking Stephon Diggs mixed in with AJ Brown, and he's just like a temperamental little brat.
BMS.
You can keep the Cam Newtons with their little like throwing their punches and doing the tantrums on the sideline. The other teams, I don't want that on my
Turning
team.
to system QB.
Sanji?
Who's the system QB?
I hope you enjoyed that Super Bowl run because I feel like that's all Philly's gonna have for a while.
Lions Super Bowl run. Here we are.
Little sponge. We're talking about Harbaugh to the Chargers right now, buddy. What are your thoughts? Is he going to make them relevant?
Yeah, I definitely think. I think the only reason he got paid that much by a team that doesn't pay their coaches like the Chargers is because his experience with the ownership. He knows them well because I believe they were the same owners from when he was playing. I might be wrong, but I think that's a big reason. And I think more and more players are going to want to go to the Chargers. I mean, they already have a stacked quarterback. I mean, their running back, he can be off and on, definitely, with Eckler. I mean, it's an unpopular opinion, but Eckler, he's just injury prone. He's getting old.
I strongly disagree.
Yeah, I was just messaging you about that, Garget. But yeah, I definitely think this team is going to be way better. I think they make the playoffs next year.
All right, that's fair.
I'm saying they're going 10-7.
All right, that's a wild card.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Anshul, are you there, buddy? All right, what are your thoughts on Harbaugh to the Chargers? Is it going to make them relevant?
Can't hear you.
Oh, can't hear you. Might be having some mic issues. Carcass, what are your thoughts on Harbaugh to the Chargers, buddy? Oh, looks like he's having some mic issues too.
Yeah, I also feel like it's a power grab because you remember how there was a report a couple of years ago when they won the Super Bowl that the Rams had to pay Raider fans in LA to wear Ram gear. I feel like it's a power play for the Chargers ownership to try to steal SoFi from the Rams by having the big splashy former Niners head coach as their head coach.
Weird.
Hi, Rick Diaz.
That's true.
I don't know who he was talking about. Can you clarify, Rick? Who's boring?
But
That's the
so
right. Sorry, Rick.
so another subject. Coach, they're poaching or coaching. You know, we got Steve Wilkes getting interviews. We got now Kubiak getting interviews. Brian Greasy getting interviews. Is anybody worried about you know? And Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch have been excellent about replacing the guys they lost, like that one QB coach they fired, which I'm glad they did. But
bring him
you know, they brought in Greasy.
Sorry.
So you know that they've been good about it, but at what point do we get worried? John Jay, what do you think about everyone poaching or coaching?
Hold on,
Well,
Rick. That's not a girl. That's Bungie. That's not a girl.
Yo, what's up, Rick? Why are you talking about me? You're in the chat for a reason. No,
He
you're in
said
the
that
chat.
the lady's boring. I think he's talking about you. I'm just trying to figure it out. Sorry, I'm being detective.
You're in the chat for a reason, right? We don't know who
Little
you are.
Sponge beat. Little Sponge.
It's
you
all
know,
right, dude. I
well,
call my girlfriend at work and they go, I think your grandma's.
What's going on,
but
bro?
yeah. What do you think there, John Jay? Poaching or coaching?
well, last year D'Amico went to Houston. The year before that, McDaniels went to Miami. Of course, LaFleur. So this has been something that's been going on, recently, and the Niners have been finding ways to get coaches. And so for me, I'm on a trend the front office to, if we do lose anyone, that I think we could still figure out a way to, bring the right coaches in, or promote from within. So I'm not really typically worried. It's what happens when a team is really good. They go after the coaches from the teams that are very successful. That's something that's not never going to change. That's how I see it.
Sweet. Well, 49er media is back, so we're gonna let him talk about Harbaugh at the Chargers real quick. Like what are your thoughts there,
All
buddy?
right, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear
Yes,
you.
we can hear you.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I think that with Jim Harbaugh, I think it was actually a really good hire for the Chargers because I feel like they finally are gonna have their coach. My only thing is like their OC, I think's been kind of the issue too, because it's like the play calling, just them choking kind of at the end like that. Playoff game, what was it last year versus the Jaguars? Perfect example. It was just like, what were they really doing with the play calling? And I mean, I get their defense didn't play well either. So yeah, I feel like they kind of need to just sell kind of their defense and go the younger route because their defense hasn't really gotten better and they tend to have a lot of injuries, especially on that side of the ball. But yeah, I think if they can get the right OC, also defensive coordinator, and depending on what they do, in free agency, I definitely think they could be up there. I mean, they're in such a difficult division, though, with the Chiefs and the Broncos, were better this year. So I think they have a chance to make the wild card, but I'd say maybe in like 2 years. I don't know if they're going to make it necessarily next year.
I gotcha. I think now I honestly think that they are going to be contending for a wild card, if not making a wild card. Because I mean, the talent on their team, and they haven't been able to put it together. That's all on the coach, right? Harbaugh's a good coach, so that's what I expect out of them. But back to the last question: poaching or coaching? David Corona, what do you think about all these teams coming and poaching our coaching?
It's incredible what they do. We've been in the NFC Championship for how many years? 3 years in a row. So I think we're doing something right. So how many more teams is out there need coaches? I know Falcons just got their coach. So I don't know how many more teams is out there. So I think he might stay. But if he had go ahead.
Bill Belichick still out there. It's kind of weird.
That's what I'm saying. So if he doesn't leave, I think he will stay. But if he wants to move on and go somewhere else or whatever, that's his choice. He won't if he goes somewhere else, he won't get no ring because 49ers is the best team, So He's gonna get one this year for sure. But I know we're talking about the coach. They just said Mark Anderson is playing for the Ravens. Off
Mark
topic.
Andrews. Mark Andrews.
Mark Andrews, yeah, Mark Andrews. He's off IR, so he be
And
playing.
also hasn't played all season, so he's
No,
got
he
to
played
get in
some
game
games.
shape. He'll probably be limited in the game, but he'll be playing.
Yeah, so
He
back to
played some.
coach. Do we really want him to go, or what do you think, McMahon?
I honestly don't want to lose any assistants when it comes to our defense. It's been a bend don't break for a long time. Last year we were number one. This year it kind of seems like we've taken a step back. But at the same time, when it's crunch time, you can rely on that defense. The opponents get in the red zone. Like I believe we played. What was it? We played a team. I think the Green Bay Packers actually had one of the highest red zone percentages in the league, and they
Oh
scored
wow,
because Tayshaun Gibson slipped and fell down. They scored a touchdown, and that was the only touchdown they had. Or am I wrong?
nope.
So it's just one of those things. But all right, Melissa, what do you think about all these teams poaching our coaching?
I mean, it's a break from everybody complaining about how dirty because we didn't keep Adam here, but there was no way of keeping Adam Peters here. I mean, it wasn't just the money they offered him, but it was the control, picking his own head coach, cleaning house for the Commanders, and having absolute control, even if he had last year, he would never been able to have that kind of opportunity. And so I think it's a nice change here that kind of like quiet down for a bit and now to be about the coordinators. But at the same time, like it worries me because I mean I don't think that there's always gonna be that next coach. Like he had what's his name? The tight end coach. He left and they replaced him, and then it's still gel. So that's my one worry. It's not that Kyle won't dig something up and be able to bring people up or bring people in. It's are they gonna match well with the players that worries me.
Okay. John LaJoy, what are your thoughts about teams poaching our coaching?
It's just how the system is. It's saying that we do have basically the best coaches out there, and they want the best coaches to be able to coach their team to be able to come up with basically victories. So it's a pro and a con for us. We do get comp picks for certain coaches, and like if Steve Wilkes leaves, we won't get a comp pick for him, but the other coaches we will.
Nice.
Steve
Wilkes, I don't know if he's actually going to leave or not.
Yeah.
This is the whole Rooney Rule, which, I mean, if you're not actually interested in hiring a guy, don't interview him.
Mm-hmm.
But, we definitely want to see more minority coaches. I mean, the D'Amico Ryans, look what he did with the Texans, folks. That's a great coach right there. Great coach. They're supposed to win at most 4 or 5 games, and he took them to the playoffs and won a playoff game. So, good coaches are hard to find. It don't matter who they are, what they look like. They don't. Mm-hmm. Good coaches are hard to find.
Yep.
But Tommy, what do you think about all these teams poaching our coaching, buddy?
Tommy.
All right. He might have stepped away for a minute.
Mhm.
What?
Anshul.
Oh, he's
Oh, you back?
Tommy.
Yo.
McNiner has a question for you.
Yeah.
Oh, my
What do you
bad.
think about? What do you think about all the teams coaching, buddy? You know.
Fucking bullshit, man. I'm sick of it. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if Will fits what we're trying to do. Oh, did we blame it on? No, you know what? Maybe it's not Will's problem. We can't stop the run. So that's why we're not getting the pressure or the stack because they're just keeping us off guard. I mean, off our game.
Yep.
We had the number one run defense, but we have to like 10 our years back. Sorry, I'm going on. But I mean, but Kyle seems to find replacements that keep us still in relevant. It's just annoying.
Yeah, he does. He finds good replacements, and it seems like most of the time there's an improvement to that area instead of a drop off. Which
yeah.
Now
Like,
don't get me wrong. I'm not hating on Steve Wilkes, but
yeah.
I think D'Amico Ryans was a better defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
I don't.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah,
I don't.
D'Amico.
100%.
I mean, I think the secondary has gotten better. Like Mooney's playing his freaking ass off. Like, and Demo's a damn dog. Ambry was playing well until last game.
I think that was just rust, though.
Ambry Thomas is the best corner on your guys' team.
No, he isn't.
What the hell are you?
Nah, he's just salty.
All right, Spongy. I told you to stay out of. Spongy, stay out of your dad's medicine cabinet. I've been telling you that.
But you're still salty because Diamador Lenore is a dirty player, which I don't know.
No, he's not. That was a legal hit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Demo hit him with his jaw.
on that, John?
And it's not his fault that DeAndre Swift is a freaking broken back.
Right, I understand. I don't know why John is still on that topic.
With his shoulder.
Never mind, but you forget it.
Exactly. That was over a month ago.
No. You got so heated, you cursed everybody out of my stream, man. Just want to point
No,
that.
I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
And then last week, for whatever the reason, I said, "What's up to you guys?" And you just came at me for no reason. So don't be the
Spongy. You cursed.
No, I didn't. That's what I'm saying. I didn't do that.
Uh-huh.
I cursed the day report. I don't.
But hey, Carcass, you there, buddy?
John, if you can find that clip, send it.
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, I was trying to fix my
All right, what do you think about teams poaching our coaching?
Teams poaching or coaching.
You know, Kubiak and Greasy are both interviewing for offensive coordinator positions. You know, Steve Wilkes is interviewing for head coaching positions. There might be more going on there than we even know.
Man, it's tough. I mean, like we lost Salo, we lost D'Amico, and now we got guys that are in for interviewing jobs. Like it's definitely tough because I think Clint Kubiak, our passing game coordinator, I think he's done a phenomenal job. Brian Greasy,
Oh my God.
He's been with Purdy for what, like 2 years now, like almost 2 years. I mean, I don't like it obviously, but I think Kyle Shanahan, this front office, I think they're doing a really good job bringing in guys, and I don't know. That's just my thoughts. I think we can bring in guys and they can do a pretty nice job. But it's definitely tough when you lose, like whenever you lose Sala, you lose D'Amico, and now Steve Wilkes is in for a head coaching job. It's tough, you know. So, yeah.
Hey, Anshul, what do you think about all these guys poaching or coaching, buddy? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, to me, man, I really don't want to lose a Brian Greasy because I think he's done a phenomenal job. Like a lot of us have said, with like quarterback, especially because obviously he's the quarterback coach. He's done a really good job, I think, with Brock Purdy. So I am really hoping we don't end up, like seeing him leave because I mean, this is what his second year here. And I just don't know who you'd bring in afterwards. Like if you lose him. And then, I mean, Kubiak, I think, has also done a really good job because the passing game definitely looks a lot better as well. Steve Wilkes, I'm really not a big fan of him, honestly. Like, I am just tired of him always trying to play so much, like, so conservative and, underneath. All these cornerbacks are like a few feet away, like, from the receiver, and I just don't not like that
We were complaining.
whatsoever.
We were complaining about him being aggressive in that 3-game slump. Like Ward, all these
Yeah.
guys were getting hands on these receivers, and we were just getting DPI calls down the field, defensive pass interference, holding, and then people got pissed off. Like, why are we so like playing so shaky?
Yeah, I
and
mean,
getting
I
hands?
get that. I don't know. I don't like it being where we're so far away. It feels like.
I'll play man to man, right on him.
And then on that play where Jordan Addison just snatched the ball away from Ward, people could not stop talking about that play for an entire
Yeah, no,
week.
because I just think we're playing so like conservative and like prevent, especially
Right.
like even to start the game, and I'm just like, what are we doing there? Like,
No, I see what you're
just
talking about.
don't-
Yeah, for
that's
sure.
why I don't like Steve Wilkes as much. I think he's good as a DB coach because I do agree. Like aside from that 3-game losing streak, I think that our secondary definitely has improved in some ways where we're not given like yes, last week we had those unfortunate DPIs on Ambry Thomas, but we like haven't really been given I think too much over top again
Right.
besides the like Vikings game. So I do like that with Steve Wilkes. I think he would be good for DB coach. I just don't like him as a DC. So honestly, I don't mind if he ends up leaving. But I hope that the other guys do stay. And I mean, it's just part of the business. I get that Niners are doing one heck of a job. I don't really. Yes, there's other teams kind of getting guys taken away, but I don't. They're not really close to what the Niners have been doing. But yeah.
Right.
Yeah, if I was the coach, I'll be telling playing man to man like right close, like I said, like 5 to 10 yards back from him, like what you said. Um, they need to play on top of the guy, man.
Mhm.
You
Yeah,
know,
you can get hands on them in between.
Play man up on the line of scrimmage.
hell
Check them
yeah.
when they're coming off the line of scrimmage.
First 5 yards, you
But
can get hands
but
on them.
after
that, you
after
gotta
5 yards, don't bear hug them, guys. Don't bear hug them. Ambry Thomas, this means you. But
And Oliver.
Ambry actually has been playing good football up until last game.
Oh no,
I
that's
honestly
very
think
true.
it was rust.
Yeah, I
His
agree.
position, he's
I
time.
think so, too.
Just decided to hug the guy like, I haven't seen you for years. I need to bear hug your
John
ass.
LaJoy.
What?
David.
John
Yeah.
David, can I bring
Brian,
something
please
up?
don't say that, kid.
Oh wait,
Yes,
never
I
mind,
got
never
something
mind.
to say.
Never mind, John
I'm
LaJoy. Never mind.
right.
Sorry about that. Never mind.
Why would you say that, Brian?
What you
McNiner,
doing,
can I
Tommy?
bring something up? McNiner, can I bring something up?
Yeah, please.
Do you think the reason why they're going after Greasy and Kubiak is because D'Amico Ryans has had a fit for about a month and a half with all the talk about Bobby Slowick becoming a head coach and him waiting for the right opportunity and to not leave CJ Stroud? That the reason that they are kind of like moving out to our guys is because Kyle doesn't kind of do the same thing where he doesn't kind of like force people to stay and he doesn't deny them the opportunities to grow and go higher than what they are currently. And so they think maybe they can still have people from the same kind of tree without having the the drama that would be trying to steal Bobby off of D'Amico. I feel like that's kind of like the news story of they went after our personnel. The D'Amico was starting to warn Bobby Slowick, don't get all high and love that you're being like talked about as a new head coach. Wait for the right opportunity. He kept saying how he waited for the Houston Texans because that was the only job that he was taken. I feel like that's kind of when things kind of switched and they started coming after our people because they could get the people they originally wanted out of Houston.
Okay. Well, a good reason why that if is it the Texans looking at Kubiak and Greasy?
No, it was the Saints, I believe, that were. At least that was the first report. I don't know if there's anybody other teams, but I know that's like the most recent report, at least I'd seen.
Man,
Who is the Saints' current head coach?
It's
Is it
Dennis
Dennis?
Allen.
Is it Dennis
yes,
Allen?
it's Dennis Allen. Yeah.
Isn't he a
He's not
defensive?
that.
I'm
He's not
actually going
that.
to look up to
defensive-minded
see if
head
there's
coach?
any more news here.
Saints have a good defense, but when it comes to their offense, man, they're just so up and down.
Yep.
And it's not like Michael Thomas is going to get on the field anytime soon.
For real.
And Alvin
That guy
Kamara.
needs to retire. He's
No,
been
dude, he was
injured.
amazing, bro. He used to be one of my favorite players. Like, he just did not drop balls. He was so consistent. But, man, those injuries catch up to you.
Oh yeah.
The Bears are talking to Clint Kubiak.
Oh yeah, okay. That was one.
Oh, what? But he's the passing game coordinator. He's not the run game coordinator. How's he going to help Justin Fields?
Good one, David.
Yo, Mike, where you at? Oh, wait, you're sleeping. I forgot.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wish he was in. I wish he was in the chat.
Yeah. He kind of got off his rocker this week. I'm not going to bring it up, but
No,
Didn't
Spongy, why'd you leave?
Didn't the Bears also interview Cliff
It's because-
Kingsbury? Like the
Yes.
Bears.
John, why did he leave? John LaJoy?
I think he changed his name and nobody noticed it, so he just left. I'm the only one that had noticed it.
Who
He
changed
said
his
something
name? Who changed?
To System Brock Party.
Spudgy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I
don't
looked
know.
down and I was like, what the heck?
I don't know.
It's what it is. Doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
Dude, the worst
Same
thing
here.
I can't stand with people is saying that, oh, well, Brock Purdy has the weapons. That's why he's so good. It's like, bro, every good team
You know that?
is
Hold on. You
gonna
realize
add
that
weapons around their quarterback.
Brandon Ayuk
Yes.
is 7th in receiving yards this season, and he's 30th. His target share is 30th in the NFL, but he's 7th in receiving yards. Like
Yeah,
how
Kittle,
that's
Ayuk, Debo, exactly.
Look what Patrick Mahomes doing. The whole season they've been the last tie or whatever from dropping passes all season, and they've been last. And look at where they're at now.
Yeah,
And
they
so-
actually led the league in drop passes this year.
And so,
Yeah.
correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't the Niners also the last team in Yak this year and like the last in attempts down the field, but they were also leading in
Something like that. Yeah, I think I remember
down
seeing that.
or yards completed or something crazy like
I
that.
think it was yards per attempt. Brock Purdy was leading the league in that category.
Yeah, but he was like the
Um,
second to last in actual.
Yeah.
Like, that's what this offense has been, but all the national media heads will tell them that he's a check down king and living
Yeah,
on
everybody
yak.
says,
and
"Oh, he's
that's
dink
what
and dunk, guys. He just throws it to Debo, and then on a screen pass, and Debo goes down the field and gets the yak."
Shout out to Nick Wright.
Eagle had a bunch of yak yards against the Eagles.
Oh, man.
yeah, there's who is it? Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee actually had a show
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
and he was going against all the talking heads. He's like,
Yep.
"What? Why are you guys saying this guy ain't good?" And then he brought up all the facts
Okay.
and stats
Well, Pat
about Brock Purdy.
McAfee. Okay, so Pat McAfee is the I guess the anti-hero of ESPN because he only's on there for what, an hour or two, and then he goes and finishes his show on YouTube. So when Ryan Clark and the rest of them all went like nasty anti Brock Purdy, Pat McAfee went pro Brock Purdy, and then Pat McAfee also had George Kittle on his show this week, and he's friends with George Kittle, so that explained that to me. But when you have Rich Eisen and everybody else going anti Brock Purdy as well, it just proves that it's like the national media's favorite go to, because even if they don't believe it, they know it's gonna get clicks, it's gonna get their shows talking about, and they're gonna go viral because the faithful always defend their people, whether they
Exactly.
even believe them or not. So it's become like their new Cowboys thing where they were always pro Dak Prescott because the Cowboys got them talked about. And now their new thing is let's vilify Brock Purdy because now we're going to be talked about. So either way they win, whether they're right or wrong or they're taken seriously or not, it's sad and pathetic that that's what they're stooping for ratings.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. Most of what I hear is clickbait. It's like, do you guys actually watch these games?
Exactly. That's what I wondered. And
I
dude,
know.
I see like fans of other teams also like take the stuff that these analysts are like
I
are
know.
saying, and then they say the same thing, and I'm
I
like,
know two of
you
them.
clearly do not watch the games.
No, but think about it. How fast did Ryan Clark get viral on X this week? Because he said that crap about how that was the hardest thing he's ever had to do, which is pretend that Brock Purdy deserved to be in the MVP talks all year, and that's what he had to talk about. Like in 5 seconds, my entire timeline was covered in people not only tagging him, but then going after him about how much of a sellout he was. And he started blocking people. Like that's what these people are after.
Uh-huh.
It's true. You know, Brock Purdy, he's small. He's got small hands. He
Does that have to
checks
do
the
with
ball
anything?
down a lot.
Aren't his hands actually
The
technically
last pick in the
longer than Jordan?
draft. I'm personally sick of hearing all that myself.
I don't like what
Yep.
does that even up to? Oh, his hands are not, what the NFL is supposed to be.
Dude, also like, bro, this is his first full year, and he's already been in the MVP conversation. Like, that's already insane.
And he been to
Yes,
three playoff games. And he won them all except when he got hurt.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
that's right.
So
He's 3 and technically 1, although he didn't play like the majority of that game.
Also,
You know,
Nick Saban actually recruited Brock Purdy. A lot of people don't know this.
Oh,
When he arrived to Tuscaloosa, of course, they had a lot of good quarterbacks trying to get the Alabama quarterbacking job, and Nick Saban was like, nah, you're not good, for what I'm trying to do. Then he went to Iowa, another school that gave him a opportunity, and the rest is history. And Iowa, again, they're not a big program, but like when the coach was like, I've coached it in college, I've never seen a quarterback like Brock Purdy, and was basically what he was trying to say. I've coached a lot of college quarterbacks who are really good. Brock Purdy is so unique that he's not a 5-star recruit. He's not a 1-star recruit. He's something that you cannot like coach.
Quantify.
He just has it for some reason. Nick Saban, they run their shotgun offense. They just toss the ball up in the air. The receivers and all the playmakers make their quarterbacks look good. Brock Purdy made Iowa State consistent for the 4 years he was there. That says a lot for those who don't follow.
Wasn't the word he used in that quote? Brock Purdy was a quarterback you can't quantify. I think that was the direct quote. I could be wrong. But yeah, that was a story, I think, when he was going into the championship game last year, that Saban had wanted him to be one of the many, and Brock said thanks but no thanks. I'd rather go to a school where I get to be a starter and to lead and to pretty much bring hope to a program than to be one of many and just to ride the bench. And I respected that a lot when that came out originally last year.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right, there's Tommy. Oh, yeah, Tommy back.
Mm-hmm.
Tommy, you got that LA Rams Wi-Fi or something, buddy? But
That's SoFi Stadium Wi-Fi.
did you guys do know the story about how Brock Purdy got his starting job at Iowa State, right?
Nope.
No.
Yeah.
The starting quarterback
Was he a
got
backup?
injured.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The QB2 got injured.
Mm-hmm.
Here come Brock Purdy. He took the job and he never gave it back. Does that sound familiar?
Yep.
Same thing with the 49ers.
Niners.
Same thing with the Niners. Trey Lance got hurt. Jimmy G
he's
got
a
hurt.
blue collar grinder.
Mhm.
If y'all didn't see the video of him on a combine when during the bye week, just he was just doing it to do it. If you didn't see the video, that's Brock Purdy. He's a blue collar guy. He's a grinder. He's gonna earn it. He's not gonna be handed it like QBs like Josh Rosen was just handed it, and how'd that work out, right?
I don't think Spongy understands that though.
Yeah. I know, because like a lot of people get mad, and I bring it up to NFL fans. Corona knows one of them, and Patrick Mahomes inherited a good team, a good defense, and then Patrick Mahomes kind of like a first-year quarterback. What he did in 2018 when he took over the job, that was never done by any quarterback in a 16-game schedule. As a first-year starter, and so there are people who and again, I don't want to sound kind of mean or rude, but some people that's what a quarterback is supposed to be. They go to a horrible franchise and they throw 50 touchdowns and 5,000 yards their first year. That does not happen.
No.
Cal's offense will never, ever have that happen. That's just my thoughts.
And the offensive system we have 49ers. We run the ball and play action pass off the run.
Yep.
Lately, the last couple of games, it seems like Kyle comes out and just starts passing the ball around, which is kind of like, it frustrates me seeing that, because it's like our offensive line is built to run the ball, which is kind of like, so let's go down.
Did you see play action once?
Huh?
Did you see play action once in the Green Bay game? Not once.
I honestly don't remember a play action pass in that game.
It's a miracle we won.
I think Brock Purdy had a lot to do with that miracle on that last drive.
Angel, correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't it a huge story for the first 5 weeks of the Niners season that a huge storyline was that we kept putting 38 points up in every single week? Like, that was like a big thing.
Yeah, and it was kind of like the target score, because once we started losing in that 3-game losing streak, it was like, oh my god, if we don't score,
and it was
30,
always 17 points that they put up in those losses.
If we basically don't score 30 or more, we lose. That was kind of the thing. Yeah.
But here's the thing, though. Maybe I'm wrong, but Kyle doesn't put up points. I mean, usually what he does is usually like 28 something points or lower, and he sits on his leads and he doesn't put up points. Like, the entire time that he's been here, he doesn't really put teams away, and he doesn't put up a lot of points.
Maybe I think
you remember it was a huge storyline that Jordan Mason was in trouble with Kyle Shanahan for that Dallas Cowboys game because they told him, do not score, and he scored that his touchdown because he wanted his moment. And he did the same thing to Brandon Ayuk. He was told in that overtime game against the Bengals, he was told, do not score, and Brandon scored, and he was okay with it afterwards, but originally that's what he told these players, do not score. And that's kind of just what Shanahan's been. He keeps these things way too competitive just for the sake that he doesn't want to put up points for some reason.
So,
Yeah, I don't know. I was gonna say
Kenny 49er
partially
Cole.
like.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say like I think partially might just be the quarterback he's had, kind of because obviously he had like Jimmy G. Like he clearly did not trust Jimmy G. You clearly could tell that, and that's why there's clear like yes, I think I've seen one or two clips of him kind of being mad at Purdy, but like for the most part, you can tell that he trusts Brock, and I think also that kind of why we're passing more because finally we have a quarterback that can do it.
Mm-hmm.
I know, but we're not the
So,
Chiefs at the same time.
That's true. That's true.
True.
But speaking of, so I'm pretty sure Brock Purdy's hands are exactly the same size as Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
Just heard that.
Yeah.
I just looked at the combine. I just looked at the combine for both of them, and 9 1/4.
Damn.
Both of them. So this is a fact.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I just say that the small hands thing because it's just narratives that the media throws out there.
Last quarterback.
The stuff I'm sick of hearing. Honestly, it's like, yeah, you guys hate him, but guess what? He's gonna beat your team.
Yeah. So
last quarterback I know had big hands was Russell Wilson, but I forget.
So, like, I'm a coach, so like I can evaluate talent. I can just look and say, all right, that player is going to be good. That player may not be good, but they're a gamer. It's a term I use. They're a gamer, and some kids have it. And this is a true story. There was a 5-year-old kid, and he was playing with the second and third graders, and the teachers were like, oh, we don't want the kindergartners. I said, well, if he plays with the kindergartners are going to get hurt because he's just that good. So I put him up against, third graders, and he was still knocking the ball like for a kindergartner, 102 feet for a kindergartner. That is not normal for a kindergartner. 102 feet, that's a long distance for someone that age. As that kid got older and older, and I watched him mature, when he got into middle school, I'm like, dude, colleges, once he goes to high school, when they start seeing this kid, they're going to throw money at the parents. Dude, we'll pay for, his college. You don't have to worry about nothing. He's that good. And I was absolutely right. When he got into high school in his freshman year, he had 5 offers to go to college. He's that good. So all these scouts, for whatever the reason, like all these scouts, they need to stop thinking about 1940s, 1950s, 1960s football because the game has changed. And maybe you need to look at quarterbacks like Brock Purdy, the things that, the 6'4", 225 pounds, because there have been a lot of quarterbacks who were 6'4", 225 pounds. They weren't good. So that's all these old measurements and all these, intangibles, that, people hear these were intangibles. What does that mean? If you have it, you have it. And some players are overlooked. Like Iowa is not Ohio State or Alabama, but if you go to those schools, oh, that's a first round pick. That school, nah.
Mm-hmm.
How big is Josh Allen's hands? You know, Nick Steiner?
You could actually look that up.
He's at
There was a
the
play that had all the quarterbacks from
125 inches.
He's bounced out of the playoffs, so I could care less.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Also, I want to point out something. Patrick Mahomes went to Texas Tech. Lamar Jackson went to Louisville. Jared Goff, go Cal, went to Cal, and Brock Purdy went to Iowa. Where are the big school quarterbacks, the Georgias, the Michigans? Why are they not in the conference chat? I just want to point that out as well because people get mad at me. Why do you always point that out?
Goff is your favorite player for college, John.
Which makes him a Lions fan. No, I'm messing.
No, he's a
I
Rams
have a
fan.
question for you guys. Do you think that Kyle Shanahan will try to go for it more like on 4th down this week? Because, the Lions are known to really be aggressive. Like Dan Campbell, he will go for it if it's like 4th and 4.
They I know we might see
Dan
the
Campbell
Lions
went
do.
for it on his own 30
Their
Yep.
recently.
their third down is second down for them. Or no,
Um,
their third yeah.
they should because the Lions gonna do it a couple of times. Um, if it's 4th and 1, they can't get 1 yard with Christian McCaffrey. Come on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well,
Like
remember the Packers went forward on 4th down with the quarterback sneak, and what happened to them?
that. They missed it.
They got stuffed.
Yeah,
And
hell yeah.
so when it comes down to it, I hope Dan Campbell tries to go forward on 4th down on his own 30.
Well, the
He would
Lions are
be
number
crazy too
Lions
against
are
this
number 2 against
defense.
the run. Lions are number 2 against the run. It's gonna be
But
tough.
he didn't do it with the
I
Buccaneers.
think we're number 3 though.
He
They're
was
still
in
top
his
5.
own.
It's gonna be tough.
He was on
No,
his
I
own
think we're
goal
number
line with the
one.
Bucks, and he didn't do it.
Yeah, he
Here's
did.
the thing.
No, he
Kyle
didn't.
always
Yeah, he
says
did.
that he's gonna take things under advisement or try them, and then he never does. Because do you remember when they had the bot snap on special teams and Mitch Wishnowsky ran it for first down and got called back because Ronnie Bell tripped? And then
Yep.
he said, I'll consider doing fake punts and all that other stuff, and then he never does. It's just who Kyle is. He doesn't really change anything. I mean, like it was like the biggest running joke for a while. You remember there was that George Kittle trick play for a touchdown in the Cowboys game. And you remember earlier in the day the Lions had called the same play with Laporta,
Yep.
and people forget that that was already in his bag from the year previously, and it didn't work. And people thought that, oh, look, this is Kyle taking something that worked for the Lions, and no, that was already in his bag. He brought it back because it was the freaking Cowboys, but that's who he is. He doesn't really adjust or try new things. Like
Yeah,
that's
because
the
I feel
thing with
like
Steve Wilkes. Like he was never a secondary guy, and Steve Wilkes is the secondary guy. That's why
Yep.
they clash, and that's why Kyle used to call him out for the 3 game skid because it's just who Kyle is. He doesn't like deviating from his father's system. It's the craziest thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and it's
I've
like
been
weird because in 2019 I remember the Saints game and then also the Panthers game where we like scored 50 plus. I'm like, dude, those games we had so many trick plays that he was pulling out, and I mean he was looking like a genius, and I'm like, I haven't seen that. I
But
feel
he
like
also
since
had to
then.
do that to compensate for Garoppolo. Like you forget in 2019 he had
True.
3 different running backs. He kept rotating and he kept going with whatever was the
But I
hot
mean, he
team
could
at the
still
time.
pull out some of those bags, even with Purdy, or change it up a little bit. I'm not saying he has to pull obviously all of those, but like, I feel like he could use some of those.
He should do those things when they played the Rams last time. They give the ball to what I think CMC, and he threw the
Yep.
ball to
Oh
IU.
yeah, when he had his first like 3 touchdown game or whatever, like
Yeah,
after we traded
they
for
should do
him. Yeah.
something like they should do something like
Exactly.
that.
Like that's kind of the
Well, are you
earliest I've
talking
seen
about
him
the
do
Rams
something like
game?
that.
Yeah,
Yeah. When we traded for him, like soon after.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Didn't he throw it to
well
he didn't.
Tebow?
No,
No,
I
he
think it
did.
was
He threw
IU.
it to Brian Ayuk.
Yeah.
I
so
missed that play. I mean, Tebow did what week 18 to Juwan Jennings. You had it. Emmanuel Sanders threw it to Raheem
Mostert.
Mostert in the Saints
Yep.
game. Like that's been one
That's
of
what I'm
his
saying. Like, doesn't
old
do it that
plays
often
that
though.
he keeps forgetting about.
Or the play that they give it to Christian McCaffrey, and after that they give it to Debo, or they give it to Ayuk, and they just
Exactly,
run
like the
with the
end
ball.
arounds. Yeah, the end around.
Yeah,
Like, dude, that's why.
yep.
What I mean, I get Mike McDaniel's has obviously speed with the Miami, but when I've watched like the Dolphins, dude, that's what I'm loving so much about them because like I see the creativity that like he uses, and he's not going away from it either. Like I'll see him do it, in another game soon after, and I'm like, that so genius. I'm like, I wish Kyle would do that. Like just like I wish
think
Kyle would go for it more on fourth down, fourth and short.
But that's also why people hate Steve Wilkes, because they all love D'Amico for his aggression. That aggression used to also get us in major trouble in the run game. I mean, you'd always circle every single quarterback that had any kind of escapability, because that would always dash us, and that's the anti what Steve Wilkes is. He doesn't do that, and I think that's why people kind of hate Steve Wilkes, because he's not that aggressive guy, and when he does, he gets sloppy and things kind of fall apart.
So the Steve Wilkes, he's made our defensive backfield better. I do kind of wish, like, when we go up against went up against Jalen Hurts, running quarterback, right?
Yep.
And our defensive line they didn't do anything crazy pass rushing. They just stayed in their lane and bull rushed against that good offensive line. And it was incredibly effective.
You remember after that game, though, Nick Bosa came out and said, I hated this game call. I hate it. I thought it was stupid. I didn't want to do it. And then I did it, and it actually worked. And we got past Jalen Hurts. And then he had that famous post-conference thing where he said, this is how you stop Jalen Hurts. I hope the Cowboys do it too, because this is the blueprint. And people came at Bosa hard for saying those words, and then it actually ended up working for the rest of the year against Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
Sometimes the non-aggressive thing actually works out for you.
And honestly, look at what we're doing to Lamar Jackson. We're aggressively pursuing, and he would squirt up the wide open lane upfield instead of everyone just staying in their lanes and let the defensive backs cover.
Yep.
Because the Ravens, weapons wise, Isaiah Likely has become a good tight end. Now they're getting Mark Andrews back, and again, this is the Chiefs' problem this upcoming week, folks. But their wide receivers, don't see a reason to fear Odell Beckham Jr. or anyone else they have.
Flowers.
Flowers is pretty good, though.
I feel like our defensive backs versus their wide receivers is a good matchup. But the Chiefs, actually, their defensive backs versus their wide receivers is a good matchup.
L'Jarius Sneed balling out.
Dude, that ought to be a very tough fought game. I expect the Lions to put up a fight, but I also think we knocked the rust off last week. So these guys better. I would love to see a nice, relaxing game this weekend, folks, on Sunday.
I know, dude. I was so stressed about that game, dude, last week. The thing is, what we're gonna have to do in this game is, I think, score a lot. Because if you guys remember that week 1 matchup a few years ago versus the Lions, where we had a lead, and then they were coming back, and then we had to put in our starters back, like we took them out because we had a pretty big lead. And
Kittle muffed that onside kick, and then we got
so
the ball.
like we almost lost that game, and it's we're gonna have to.
Okay, but that was also 2 years ago with Jimmy Garoppolo, and that big comeback was in 2 minutes.
And that was also 2 years ago with half of the Lions' weapons not even being there that they have right now.
And that was also when
they didn't have Aiden Hutchinson. They didn't have
Mostert got hurt in Detroit, which is also why Kyle started pulling players out, because he didn't want people to get lost week 1 and be done for the rest of the year. Yeah. And you also forgot that's also what kind of happened to the Packers versus the Cowboys. They kind of got a little cocky. Yep. They got that huge lead where they were 27-0 because they missed the extra point. And they started sitting everybody, and then they had to start putting all their starters in again because things got a little too close for comfort in that fourth quarter, and that's kind of what happens in these games when these Shanahan tree people get kind of cocky. They start sitting all their starters, and then things get cute. And this is the kind of team where you kind of can't do something like that too, because Dan Campbell, for all his faults and all him getting trolled for his stupid kneecaps comment, the guy doesn't quit. He really does mean that
Exactly.
he will play to 0-0-0 and things are out.
Yeah, and that's why I was saying I believe we're gonna have to keep on scoring in this game because the Lions, they don't, like you said, Melissa, they don't give up till the clock hits 0-0 in the fourth quarter.
As for me, if we do play the Ravens, they got something coming for what happened on Christmas, you know. But go ahead,
Don't
John.
get ahead of yourself.
I
You
don't
gotta
know
get
what
by the
to
Lions,
do.
buddy. We can talk
Oh,
about
I
that
know.
all next
We'll
week,
talk
but we
about
gotta
that.
get by the Lions first.
Yeah.
I
Dude,
know.
I
We got to
got
play
hit
this game
in the
first. The Ravens and the Chiefs are not on the schedule. It's just the Lions.
one
Yeah.
week at
Yeah.
a time.
Yeah, these
I
Lions
I
are.
get it.
Yeah,
McNiner, before I
Yo,
forget to say it, thank you for bringing on Tommy Huxley. I've never been on a podcast with him before. That was a lot of fun for me. Thank you.
he's.
oh really? You've never been on with him before?
No.
I've been on a couple times, but I figured send the invite, might hear a guitar riff, and we did. We heard a guitar riff. I appreciate you, Tommy,
Yeah.
for listening. Thanks for coming, buddy.
Yeah. He's very sorry. He's very
just
sarcastic.
CarCast. He's
His
got
lady
that.
told him
He's
to
got
get
that East
off,
Coast
so he
bias
got off.
Wi-Fi.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's twice you surprised me this week, McNiner. You brought in Tommy Huxley, and then what was it?
Bebop,
Yes,
Bebop.
I love it.
I was
Now we
like
need
shocked
Bebop
when
and
I
John
saw
Jay's channel now, or John.
I actually sent Crazy Juice the link in case he ever feels like making his YouTube debut. It's up to him though. You don't have to do it, buddy.
I know.
But
Yeah,
if
you
you ever
do.
want
Yeah, you
to.
do, Crazy Juice. Yeah, you
Didn't you
do.
also
No, he
a couple weeks
doesn't.
ago
He
also
doesn't.
Time out, Corona.
I know. I got to ask Crazy Juice why he loves the Fraudulous and the other team.
Because they're the best
McNiner,
team. We're gonna beat
didn't
you
you
guys tomorrow.
weeks ago because she was on Tony's channel? You also brought on Dina Harvey. That's what's so cool about this. Like you bring in everybody, and that I really truly appreciate that about you.
Well, we're a big community.
I
There's a
know,
lot
but
of people, right? And
that's
why
what
not? And a lot of different opinions, a lot of point of views, and I like all of it.
But what
So
my point was that you don't just bring in people who don't really come on usually, but you also give, whether it's big or small, like you brought in Beto a couple of weeks ago too. Like that's what my point was. Like I truly appreciate that about you, is because you're not doing it just for clicks or to get famous. You're just doing it because you want to bring people together, and that's what my point was like I truly appreciate that I got to have these experiences, and I wouldn't have had them if it wasn't for you. So that's what I was thinking.
You all know that was
I appreciate that.
show earlier, huh?
Yeah,
I
she
love
was.
my brother.
Hey,
Yeah,
I have a
McNiner
whole
is
whopping 118 subscribers, and I'm happy.
Oh hell yeah!
People actually watch my shows. I've compared myself to other people that are way bigger that I typically don't do stuff with, and it's like I get as many, if not more, views than them. How's that? But my subscribers actually watch, and I appreciate every single one of you. If you're listening or you're watching, I do. I appreciate all of you.
People also like the thing that you do about Sundays.
Yeah,
like
we love.
Hellfire,
Much love to you, McNiner.
Me
Niners
and Bryant,
Hive one.
we
Everyone
come
kept.
on with the
You
ties.
remember how Bravo Niners Hive went for a while there because everyone kept calling for the Victory Monday suit with the red tie that is posed. And then you guys are doing that every Sunday now, where you guys come in
Melissa.
with your blazers and ties, like it's like a thing.
Yeah, Bryant and I, we both we both put the suits on. You know, if anyone's seen it, I do not have sleeves on my suit. That's
Oh
just the way
yeah.
I am.
What,
Okay.
what do you do? You cut them off?
I'm actually searching for a gold. I've been searching all over the place for a gold suit jacket, and then I'm gonna get like a black shirt with the red tie. That'll be the
Oh
49ers
hell yeah.
shirt. But I will find it at some point.
Hell
I am
yeah.
determined. I'm determined to find this. Okay, I
So
will.
McNider, were you always a no sleeve guy?
I think back to when I was a teenager, and I don't remember ever having a shirt with sleeves, or at least one I kept them
You
on.
know what you are, McNiner? You're Nick Bosa at Lambeau in the snow. Just coming
yeah.
out there with the no sleeves, showing all the grit, saying, I don't give a shit what the
All the
temperature is.
muscles.
I'm gonna keep just being me.
Hell yeah.
I don't know if it's like I don't know if it's I'm not that muscly. I mean, I'm not small. I'm not small. I'm not huge.
McNiner's gonna flex on those fools. Hell yeah.
Did you see what Damian Lee said?
I get what he said. I remember that.
Hell yeah, McNiner.
David Corona.
Yes,
David
sir.
called Cam Newton. He can help you find that shirt.
Oh,
That dude's
See,
game
now,
day fit sucks.
that's a
Sucks
little
dog
too far because that's exactly why I don't want Joey Bosa on our team. Because Cam Newton, I will never forgive him for what he did at the Super Bowl 50 with the whole going on the sideline, pouting his ass off after talking all that smack with Deion Sanders and literally being like a 3-year-old at a toy store, tantruming, pounding his feet and fists on the sideline, and then talking all that smack about how important the Super Bowl was for him, but then he wouldn't put his hand in and he literally would not fight for the turnover that he caused. Like, it's crazy. I don't want those kind of people on my team.
Well, that's exact. I remember a few years ago when James got hurt. Everyone's like, "Oh, sign Cam Newton." I was like, "No,
Dude, I remember
we only
that
do
too,
high
and I was
character
like,
guys."
and I was like,
Mikey and
hell
Vince,
no.
like talking. What was the one week when we were on a flight? Everyone kept saying, "Why don't we bring in Aaron Rodgers or Sam Darnold?" And I kept saying no, and people were like, "Why wouldn't you trade George Kittle for Aaron Rodgers?" And I said, "Because this guy is a psychopath and he cannot be trusted." And then what happened? The entire Jets organization turned heads and tails for making him happy, and now they're all in a free fall.
Hey, what's your pet's name? If you
Oh,
don't mind me asking.
Niner.
The reason why I'm giving him so much pets and kisses and stuff is because this is the second show I've done in a row, and he's very not happy with me right now, and he
What
wants to
breed
turn
is
off the
he?
lights so much.
He's just chilling.
He's a Yorkie, but he's a Yorkie mix, and he's a rescue. So we got him when he was 8 months old.
Oh shoot!
Back in 2011.
Damn.
Like literally the day Hurricane Irene hit New Jersey is the day we picked him up. Like when we pulled into the parking lot to pick him up from Teterboro is when the downpour started. So he's my little knucklehead and he's my little tension whore, but I love him. And both of my dogs are rescues.
I used to have a 13-year-old like white lab, but unfortunately he passed away in October.
I'm sorry,
That
media. I
sucks.
didn't know that.
It's all good.
Both of my dogs are old.
Yeah, I actually used to be scared of dogs, so like, dude, he actually like saved me, man. I'm no longer scared.
I've never actually been scared of dogs.
Yeah.
There was one time there was this mean dog running through my neighborhood. Everyone's running, and it was like, and I was just standing there, and I must have missed the memo or something because I'm not running. And I feel a wet nose on the back of my leg. I'm like, what the crap's going on there? So I slowly look down, like, what is going on? And he just kind of looks up at me. I'm like, oh, is that a good boy? And that dog wasn't mean at all. Why is everybody running? Yeah, he's big and scary looking, but he wasn't mean. It's like you can't assume a dog because a dog's big and scary looking, he's mean. You can't do that. But I've had two dogs, pit bulls, and three actually. Two of them natural causes, old age. They're no longer with us. The other one had a heart condition and passed away at 6 months, and that was.
No.
I'm trying to think. I think that was 2 years ago, and my heart is still like kind of broken from that. I haven't went out and even thought about getting another dog at this point because I plan on having him a long time. So.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, no, because, dude, man, once you have a dog for a while, especially, dude, they're just part of your family. It's like, when they especially, like, pass away, man, it's just so sad because you can feel, like, the difference of them, not being there anymore.
Yep. They're part of the
They're
family.
expensive. They're expensive, too.
But that's also why I started off this show bringing up what I got in the mail from Mariah because this summer my poodle mix he's part poodle part Bichon Frise, but either way he got this thing right here on the left side of his face because he has those big floppy ears and they get the ear infections and it created this like big cyst, and he's had cysts before but he's never had one that's put him in mortal danger where he was close to death, and it grew from his like left side right here, and then it went across his jaw, and like he wouldn't drink water, he wouldn't eat food, he couldn't sleep, and he was always so uncomfortable. And both my dogs, because they're older, got sick this summer, and what made me really appreciate Mariah was because her rule is that she sends out her stuff when she gets to it, and she has her own health issues, so she doesn't really like to be annoyed about it. But I just came to her this summer, and I was like, Rocco might be dying on me, and I needed something to pull me out of this because he was sick. My mom had her scare where she had to wear the pacemaker, and then my dad got rushed to the ER because he had his own heart condition. It was like back to back to back health scare with the dogs and my parents, and it's like, I really don't want to do this to you, but could you just send me something, just one thing, just to get my head out of this dark place? And she did that. And so those are the kind of things that make this community so special, because we really do look out for each other, and it's what makes it so crucial that we get the Super Bowl, because I feel like it would just make things so much special that we can celebrate it together now that we have each other in each other's lives. Because and think about it, like Trent Williams has never been to a Super Bowl.
Nope.
Like, think about it, like this amazing human being who has fought and lived through his own cancer ordeal and has brought so much hope and light and is a surefire Hall of Famer, has never been to a Super Bowl before. Like, that's crazy to me.
Hey, speaking of the community,
Beto. What up, Beto?
What's going on, brother?
What up, Beto?
It's Beto.
What's up, Beto?
What's up, man? Met him when I was out for the Giants game, the Gold Rush thing. Actually, Bashar, 49er minded, was talking about that earlier. And he's like, and yeah, you got to earn it. You're not just sitting there watching the game. You better be yelling. They got people on you to do it, you know, and you're going to leave there with no voice. So that's just the way it is, you know. Honestly, I suffer from that. I can never pronounce it. That ear thing where you get the ringing of the ears. I can't ever pronounce it. It starts with a T. Yes, yes. So here I am in the stadium, and I hear everything start up. I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna have no voice and a serious ringing in my ears. So I brought a set of earbuds. So I put my noise cancellation earbuds in and yelled as loud as I could. I mean, that's what, that way when I leave, I just have no voice. I don't have the big ringing in my ears. It's just a normal,
You know, it's crazy about that. You brought up Nick Clark and the gold mine and the week 3 thing. I actually met my first faithful face to face yesterday. I seriously, a lot of people make fun of me for this, but I have like extreme like social anxiety. Like I don't do well meeting people face to face, and I have huge issues with crowds. The funny part was I hate the Packers, right? And I had made this request of a friend of mine who was going to the game, and I asked him, if it's not too much trouble, could you go and get me one of those rally towels? And I had no idea they were even doing rally towels, but I just, I wanted like a momentum of the Niners Packers, especially with my brother talking all this trash. And the funny part was Nick was going anyway, so he said he would do it. And I met him yesterday. And, I actually have it right here with me, and I was showing it to Beto before we went live. But it's crazy because, like, see, let's do it for
nice.
the Bay.
Look at that.
Nice.
Oh, hell yeah.
Look at
Do
that.
it for the Bay.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Do it for the 49ers.
And Nick dropped it off last night, and he's like the first person I've met face to face, and like I've been putting it off because like things happen, health scares and stuff, but like at the same time, like I had never met somebody face to face like that before. So the cool thing was like this community, like it's just so crazy. And we brought you up, McDiner, because like we were talking about that week 3 thing where you guys all like met up, and Beto took you all to like San Francisco because you guys had never been up there before, and how like
you
guys got to meet Steve Young, and how Brian got and girl with Steve Young and got his jacket signed and stuff. Like these are like the things like that's like on my bucket list. Like I brought up the John Chapman thing because these are the things that like people talk about. Like I remember the first time like y'all were talking to Teardome and like how I don't think anyone talks about the game the way that they talk about. Like you would think that people go to these things for like the game itself and like to experience another game. Like you walk away and what stands out to people is not the game itself, but like the meetups and getting to meet people. Like that's what makes it special. So, I don't know. You get me to shut up because I'm getting emotional.
Yeah, I met a bunch of people that weekend. Like I met Bashar, 49er minded, at the game. I met Jess, East Coast Red and Gold, Ty
Brandon.
Austin, East Coast Red and Gold and the Stay Faithful podcast. I met yep. I got to meet Bryant and his family. I actually stayed with him and his family, and I appreciate you guys. That was awesome. And I got to meet. Well, I got to meet Laura Cat. Rest in peace. It's sad. She was great. She was very very happy. When I saw her, she bought me tequila. Yep.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, she did. She was awesome though, and I met actually Lee Gowan was there. So I don't know if any of you guys know who he is. He's 49ers UK.
From the Niners.
Yep, I got to meet him.
And you guys got to hang out with Korey.
Yes.
Yes. We went and met up for breakfast at what was it? Cafe M, right? Yep, at Cafe M in Richmond, California. I met John Jay in person. He was there. This guy right here. And then, Bryant Colt, Corey Davis, and Beto. All five of us were there. If you look back at like the streams we do on Wednesday, the last two times I've used the same picture because we're in the playoff edition. So, it's kind of right. And that was that day, and it has all five of us in the picture. The thumbnail does. And yeah, we went, Beto being the awesome guy he was, we decided to cruise around San Francisco. We cruised around. I've never been out there, so we went through Oakland. I got the chance to look around there, and I saw a whole bunch of art on the side of walls, all kinds of, some people call it graffiti, but most of it was very tasteful and well done. So I have to call it art, and then we got into San Francisco, and we're cruising around. We went down Lombard Street, that street that's in all the movies that has those hard turns. And I'm looking at the sides of the street thinking, wow, people actually live on the street. There's garage doors. It's like number one, and this just popped in my mind. This is just how I think. How would you park your car in that garage? Would you back it in, or would you front it in? It's kind of like, I think I would back it in because it might be easier getting out going forward. But that's just my opinion. But on our way down the street, Beto's got his window down, and he's slowly cruising around the corner. He looks over, and there's this guy that kind of looked like James Richard Garoppolo. He goes, "Look, it's Jimmy G." And he's got his window down. Dude heard him, and he puffs his chest up and gets this big old smile. It was hilarious. And then we cruised over the Golden Gate Bridge. Got to see it, and looked over and saw Alcatraz. I mean, it was an awesome day. Hanging out with those guys. It was awesome. And I'm glad I got to meet Korey. I'm glad I got to meet Laura. And they got to get 6 for him. They do. It's way past due. And life
we
is
finally
precious.
have to get over the hump, man. We keep making it this far.
Life is precious. There's all kinds of fans that have never seen a Super Bowl, like this guy below me here. He's kind of younger.
For Carcass,
Carcass and me.
Carcass,
the season of love, and then it all together for us
we ended the season of love. It's not there's no love left anymore.
Yep, love is all gone.
Isn't crazy? Like he kept bringing that up every week. The season of love.
It's goofy this week.
So Beto left a comment about that they did drop me off at the BART station, and then they went to San Francisco. I want to point this out. If I would have known we were going to San Francisco, I would have showed you all my hot spots, not the tourist area, and I would have taken you to my job, the park I work at, and show you the Cow Palace. But hey, it happens. No worries.
Yeah, we were on our way to drop off Korey, and we were all just talking, and it came up like we're kind of approaching Korey's house, and it came up, and it was like, oh no, we dropped John Jay off at the BART. It's like, here we are heading to the Bay now. Like crap. Yeah. All of us were like, oh crap. But What can you do at
Those
that
are
point,
the
right?
best kind of trips, like the spur of the moment things where
I
they
know,
just came
yeah.
out of nowhere.
So City College is where I went to college. Not a big university. Across the street, there's a place called Beeps. Beeps. They make good hamburgers in that neighborhood. It's called Ocean View. My favorite hamburger place, I'm a little bit biased, is in Daly City called Nations. I wanted to take Corona, but I couldn't make it you know, to meet them. But hopefully, yeah, I love that. But one place where, and I know we ate breakfast, but there's a place called JJ's. It's located in the area where Candlestick Park used to be. It's called Third Street, the Hunters Point Shipyard, and they make the best Louisiana fried fish, chicken. It's like Southern food, the best food. I'm also a little bit biased because I grew up in a black neighborhood, and they make the best food. So a little bit biased, but my favorite burger place, yeah. And then I would have showed you if you got if I would have known the college the football field, and because I'm a former, we could walk in there and I'll show you some of the classes I took there. I spent a lot of time there at City College, where I grew up. So those are my hot spots.
Sweet. Yeah, I'm gonna we got to get there first. We got to get by Detroit.
We got Goofy. We got Goofy.
Yeah, we'll get by Detroit.
I call him
we'll
Jared
discuss
Goofy
more.
Goff.
If we win that game, there's definitely a lot more to discuss next week.
Yes,
No, it's no if we are winning.
But yeah, the pick show, gotta get by Detroit, but the pick show is going to be way interesting. And
Man, I just hate that we're the second team to play again. I mean, I would just wish we were the first team, like to be playing on Sunday.
We'll find out who in the AFC.
But that's what I'm saying, dude. I kind of hate that. I wish we get to find out if like the NFC first.
I don't know. I'm okay with it because either way, the playoff game happens on a Sunday, and it's not like we're playing next week.
Fair.
So
I'm just impatient, man. I just hate having to wait all day.
I know. I've been waiting for this game since we beat Green Bay.
Same.
Same here.
Yeah, me too.
I'm just like,
It's the
gosh,
season of love. It's not the
fast.
season of hate, folks. There is no season for hate. But it's definitely not the season of love anymore.
It's the season of goof.
Yeah.
Actually,
We got Jared Goof coming to town. He's got
0-5 against the Niners.
And CJ Gardner Johnson.
Look is back.
No, Jared Goff is actually 3-6 against us, David.
But I think
so.
the last
2017 and 2018 is the last time he defeated us was 2018.
Okay.
Oh man, we got Spongy back in the chat.
He's having fun.
Spongy.
Time out for you, Spongy.
Spongy, go to bed, man. It's past your bedtime.
No, he ain't got school tomorrow, so it's kind of.
No, I know. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, whatever.
You guys are still on the couch, buddy.
That's true.
We've been saying he's on the couch like since we broke them. You know what I mean?
Dude, it's just funny to see
possible.
Eagles fans like come into like Niners stuff, and I'm like, dude, you all down that bad, huh?
And look at it. Even the Cardinals beat them, and all of us in the chat went for the Cardinals. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So we'll get that number 1 seed.
Yes, sir.
And what did the Cardinals do? They deliver.
Yep.
Everyone Cardinals were taking and they.
Yeah.
I think Cardinals could be a playoff team next year.
You think so?
Yeah, especially if Kyler stays, healthy. I could see them make a wild card, honestly. Because man, the NFC is so weak.
Spongy, I'm not sure if he knows that you're young.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Who?
I honestly don't know. But
no? Okay.
Yep. But at this point, it's getting close to 2.5 hours. I'm about to call Melissa's. She grinding. She's been on YouTube for like almost 3.5 hours straight here.
This dog is going to kill me soon.
Yeah. Time to get on out of here.
He's like, turn the friggin' light off by now. I let you talk to
I
people.
see your point. I see your point, Spongy. I have my IG notifications off. I wonder if he's hit me up on there already. I have to look. But yeah,
Spongy,
it's time to get on out of here.
It's just that you.
Yeah.
Sure.
Coming on and
Well, Korey,
taking shots at Niners, and we're
what do you
just
say, Korey?
maybe.
McManus?
I was just saying it's time to get on out of here. But Melissa does have, you come on the Niners panel and you take shots at the Niners. It's just what Little Sponge does. But it's like this. Little Sponge, buddy. Darth Vader is pointing at you. It's never too late to join the Empire.
Come to the red side.
Okay.
No.
Nah, let him stay over there.
Well, okay, so
Yeah, don't join our side.
Could you imagine Spongy as a Niners fan? That would be. Then he'd be in everyone else's chat. That would be hardcore on them, right?
Did you see what Beto just said?
For you, I wanted to show to you.
Uh-oh. What we got going on here?
Oh,
We're laughing at what Beto.
Look what it's
Vader. It's
Hey,
the sweater that John B sent me.
Even got buried is my favorite part.
Nice.
That's a good one. Yep.
It's true.
That was the true fact. It's just funny.
I'll send you a picture of this. It's
Like what,
actually a
McMahon?
Vader hoodie.
Ooh. That's a Niner hoodie, you said?
Yeah, it's Vader with the stormtrooper and Boba Fett. on it.
Nice. Yeah, I was actually looking for the Vader flag to put up when I got that first one up there, but they didn't have it available, and I was just looking to get something on the wall because I was sick of people staring at the blank wall behind me. Now it's got all kinds of stuff up. I got the flag. Hold on, I gotta get out the way, man. I got the flag.
Get out the way. Get out the way.
The funny part was
I actually have his patches are right there. One of them's on the flag.
Oh, he owes me patches too.
All the patches I got from Beto right there. Most of these cards came from Mariah. A few of them came from John Jay.
Yeah.
One of them's my daughter. One of them's my daughter's softball. That plaque. I'm still moving around here.
Yeah, what happened to my patches? Sickness.
So sometimes you got to remind them.
I know. Just
Yeah.
That plaque right there in the corner. That's something Corey Davis bought me for winning NFL Pick'ems last season.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
It says 2022 NFC champs. It has like Brock Purdy, Christian McCaffrey, Deebo Samuel, and Nick Bosa on it.
Yep.
And that's actually a piece of art I found, and I've never seen one before. The 49ers helmet with the kind of runny paint going on. So that I've never seen one before, so I snagged it.
So,
but yeah, that's all the decorations on my wall behind me.
But McNair,
Do you got a 49er flag for you? Go ahead.
Melissa, what'd you say?
The funny part about this hoodie is John B and Tony and Nick got me this hoodie because I kept annoying people about their podcast and I kept like tweeting about them. And they just
I'm sorry.
Hoodie from Fanatics, and I picked this one. The funny part was none of them have ever watched Star Wars. Not one of those three guys has ever watched Star Wars.
Really?
Not one of them.
Wow.
No single one of them.
I think you need to go to bed, man.
No way. So,
But do you really get in trouble with Renee? Honestly, she sees
I'm
that.
just kidding.
Yeah, he is. He's gonna get himself in trouble if he's not careful.
So, yeah.
Time to bring out the whips.
Beto, I heard if you go to bed right now, that you might end up finding a cheerleader.
So,
Oh man, I will send you a picture of this, and if I find it on Phoenix again, I'm gonna send you the link.
Corona. Don't read the chat.
Oh,
Send him 10,000 and he'll send him.
I also need my patch. Don't you?
I'm totally joking with you, David.
all right, send me 10,000. Hell yeah, I'll take it.
No,
Amen.
No, he's saying you send him 10,000.
You have to send it.
I don't. Cause
Yeah, he's joking with you.
all that bet money.
Oh, I know.
All that patch money.
All that betting money you made this season. Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's all that money.
Speaking of bets, did you end up getting Rudy his hat?
Yeah.
Did you get him a little tiny one he could put on his man gun?
He didn't give me his size head, so I just sent him $30.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I was hoping you'd buy him a little dinky one that he could just put on his man bun when he's on stream.
I was gonna buy him
out like up here. It would.
I wasn't gonna buy him a snapback hat.
I like Rudy. Don't get me wrong.
I was gonna buy him a snapback hat, but like I didn't know what turn to get. So I just send you the money. If you want to go get one, you go get it yourself.
So, yep.
So
I would have bought one that said I would have bought one of the hats, and they do sell them. You have to search. It says F the Rams, and instead of it saying the U and the F, it has a 49er symbol right there.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
But that's just me. He'd have been like, "Yep, that's David." He would have known it came from me. So
Yeah, next time I owe him a hat, I do that idea.
all right, so it's almost time to get out of here. So it's time for everyone to shout their shows out. John Jay, what you got going on this week? 49ers Ultimate Report, folks.
All right, so tomorrow it's been confirmed. So I'm gonna go watch the coffee morning show with you, Brian, and anybody else. And then at 10 o'clock, so an hour after the show ends, I'll be doing the show with Roar of the Lion. Because the time difference for them, it's already evening, so that's why the show's gonna be at that time. And we'll be talking about the Lions, 49ers. So everyone's feel free to leave questions and comments. If you guys have questions for the Lions fan, feel free, and he'll tell you why, as a UK person, why he chose the Lions. So we'll learn a lot of great stuff. Then Sunday, I'll be doing the play-by-play, the conference championship game. Hopefully we win. And then depending on what happens, I'll be doing, something for the next couple of weeks. Hopefully we win so we can have Super Bowl week. And that's what I do. So thanks for having me on.
Hey, anytime. David Corona, did you get this message? He might be texting Beto right now.
Oh no, I haven't got his message.
Yeah, did you read that? He said text me your info, bro, and I'll send it out tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I do that right now.
All right.
So
and of course, Crazy Juice. Niners all damn day, baby.
yeah.
And Anshul, I know you might not be back in the swing of things. You got any shows going on?
Not because I'm not doing YouTube until I end up actually graduating college. So right now I'm just doing my Instagram and Twitter for now. So at least you guys can find there. We're almost there to 800 followers on Twitter, so I'd appreciate it if you guys can help me get there. But yeah, for now at least I have content that I dropped there. So
Hey, I can't. You're in college. I can't blame you for focusing. My daughter didn't even get a boyfriend until she had her associate's degree. And folks, it might have something to do with her scary redneck stepdad and me. May have something to do with that. You meet him, then you have to meet me. It's like the look on the guy's face that took her to the prom. I thought he was gonna pass out. But John LaJoy, what do you got going on, buddy?
Tomorrow I'm doing a 2:00 show, just updating information and that type of stuff. Then Tuesday at 5 p.m. I got a special guest coming on. Definitely, he is basically a Raider fan. So, and he has been to games too. So I ain't gonna say the name until basically the day of the show. So you guys might want to tune in. But his name is out there too. But you can see him more in a costume than anything. So he is one of the Raider guys in a costume. And David, if you want to come on, CarCast, you want to come on, David McNider, if you want to come on and talk to him, you guys are more than welcome. If it's basically you, Melissa, I need to get some information to be able to basically bring you on. So everybody's welcome on my show.
She's on. Well, she's on Twitter. I'll
I know.
near her tag. And then we can...
Right there, NJ49IZZY.
Yeah, well, on mine it says that I have to basically subscribe to you.
It does?
Yeah, on mine, yeah.
Okay, so that's not against you. That's against the psycho people who keep up. So I have it for people who follow me, the DMs.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not like an attack of you. That's like attack of the psycho people who hit up my DMs.
That's understandable.
Especially the crazy people who think that guys like Niner Sickness, who are nice to me, who are like brothers to me.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a whole other thing.
Yeah, I don't.
It's understandable. Trust me, I understand more often than what most people think.
What time you having your show?
CarCast, what you got going on this week, buddy? You got any shows?
I think he's sleeping.
CarCast.
Yeah, that sounds like...
Are you asleep?
He's been asleep.
Oh, he's sleeping. Okay.
Oh, nobody.
Everybody be quiet for a second. Let's see if we can hear him snoring. Yep, he's asleep.
No, he's not.
Nobody's at his house. His mom and dad's on vacation. They're in India.
Wait.
Don't expose him.
Hold on a second. All right, everyone, loud noises. Cover your ears. CarCast.
Hey, bro.
Wake up.
He's sleeping, bro.
He's
out.
Yeah, out like a light.
He's passed out.
All right. Yep.
Yeah, he's snoring. He's
I think
snoring.
he needs to be muted.
Have a good night.
I call him tomorrow and make fun of him.
No, don't do that.
All right.
Do that.
But all right, folks, we're gonna get on out of here.
Yep.
Like Korey say,
coming to town. We got to get them kitties. It's like my buddy 2 houses up. He had a cat. It was pretty feral, kind of inside, and he had to go get it fixed. So he had to get that cat in a pet carrier to do this. This is a cat you grab. You better be worried about your safety, right?
Yeah.
So he's got these gloves that go up to his elbows, leather gloves. And the cat's actually in the house. He's just kind of following around like nothing's going on. Then he had the pet carrier open, and the cat actually sniffing the pet carrier. He was like, "Ooh!" Shut the door, and took the kitty to the vet.
Oh, damn!
The cat's never been back in his house since. Still comes up, in the backyard and lets you pet him every now and again, but it will not go back in the house. No.
Oh. He knows what time is it.
It's kind of I honestly wonder about the cat's mental stability because it runs up. I have a light pole that doesn't have any wires on it. It will go all the way up it and just kind of hang from its front paws and look around. It's like,
Wow.
it's pretty amazing what I've seen that cat do. But anyway, so we got to trap the cats like my buddy 2 houses up did, and take them to the vet. That's what we got to do. We got to beat the Lions. We got to send them home.
Hey,
sorry, Lions fans. It's been a long time. It's going to be longer.
Playing?
What's up?
Do you have Alex Anzalonis playing?
Huh?
3:30. 3:30.
Do you know if Alex Anzalone is playing this game?
Oh.
I believe so, because he wasn't on the injury report when I saw the Lions. Because I know they're like guard Shona Jackson's out, and then I know Ragnow's playing. Khalif Raymond's, I believe, out, but I didn't see. The guy that.
Yeah, that's right. They're not listed on the injury report this time, so
Well,
I'm assuming they're going to be playing.
He's been dealing with some injuries, and
As long as he's not on IR, yeah, he'll be playing.
all right, thank you.
And
That's
if
all
he
I
hasn't
wanted to
been
ask before you.
practicing, so.
Yeah, Korey. Yeah.
McNina is what time is it? What Korey say?
I want to say.
Hold on. Beto says it's his fault for always hitting Melissa on her DMs.
Wow, Beto.
Damn.
Oh yeah, and you ain't lying. It's time to get on out of here, and we always do it right. So as Corey Davis would always say, go Niners and F all 31 other teams.
Hell yes.
And like what me and McNina says, F the Lambs.
Yes.